are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, you are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Good evening, and welcome back again. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to BlueClouds Media. Oh my goodness. Definitely, we are live. Definitely, we have live coverage of the Premier League summer transfer window. And we'll be looking at Chelsea transfer window. Your host, Nizayon, with co-host Stephen G, with our wonderful pandate and guest, as usual, Yusuf, in the studio with us today. It is halfway. We are within July 7th, 2025. Beautiful day out today. If you're in the premises of Michigan, you can tell that it is a beautiful day out here. And yes, there's a lot that we can talk about. We're about to talk about today. And I'll say, how will I put it? Let's look at the intricity of financial landscaping currently going through Chelsea right now. It is really dominating the football, I'll say, landscape of English football. How Chelsea are going through their finances business. Big headline over the few days now, where Chelsea faces crucial challenges needing to generate over 60 million in player sales to ensure the new signings can be registered for UEFA competition next season, following recent breaches of financial regulations. This isn't mainly about, acquiring talent. It's all about strategy, squad management, and strict compliances. This is, I don't know if it's really a big issue for Chelsea, but I know Chelsea can really handle this. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a few things that we'll be looking towards this financial problem. Also, we'll be talking about Leslie Ugochukwu, yes, while initial reports suggested a season-long loan to Valencia, new information indicate that Chelsea's strong preference for the player is a permanent sale to contribute to the crucial 60 million target. We'll analyze the implication of these problems. Also, the well suitors, those that can really sign signature or have the signature of Leslie Ugochukwu, who has found a lot of interest in Europe. So these are some of the few things that we'll be talking about today. The guys, I really apologize for our lateness. I'll tell you the truth. I fell asleep and couldn't wake up at the right time to be on time on the stream. So I apologize for the lateness. But without wasting so much time and waffling over here and talking too much, I'll just get straight to the point. And all of you, those that are joining us right now on the stream, whether you're watching us on X or YouTube, thank you very much for your patience and thank you very much for being here today. My name is Nee again. And without wasting so much time, let's get the show going. All right, forgot to tell you that we were talking about Ugochukwu Chukwuemeka also on that show, who has I think he had a loan he has a loan at Borussia Dortmund, but reports are saying that Dortmund wanted to keep him, but they want to have another loan for Ugochukwu Chukwuemeka, but Chelsea probably would like to do it a season-long loan again, and then probably they might have with obligation to buy for the player. They might have that in the clause. So maybe Chukwuemeka will be on the loan again for Borussia Dortmund. And they just pay the price for this player and get away with it. I mean, anyway. But yeah, Stephen G and Yusuf, guys, I'm a bit down the weather, so please apologize for my presentation today. But yeah, Yusuf, good evening to you, and Stephen G. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the show.
Good evening. Thank you very much.
Very interesting. There's still some transfer news booming around. Well, I think this one has to do more of outgoing players. We have looks like a Mohamed Kudus deal is off the hook. It's not Chelsea deal is not going to work for Mohamed. Is not going to come true. Chelsea it looks like it's on its way out from either Tottenham Hotspur or somewhere else. But I'll leave that in the back. Later on, we'll discuss the Kudus deal. But let's start with Ugochukwu Chukwuemeka.
No, Nee. We got something coming out now. I think Yusuf's already sharing it. I sent it in the group. Actual Disassi.
Disassi.
This has just come out.
Literally just come out. From Fabrice Hawkins, Villarreal contact the French defender Axel Disassi. Negotiations ongoing. Newcastle keep an eye on him, and other Premier League and Italian clubs are monitoring him. Chelsea will ask for around 30 million euros,
which is 25 million pounds roughly.
Yeah, Axel Disassi is expected to leave Chelsea this summer. This is literally breaking news as soon as the intro finished.
Thank you very much, Yusuf. Thank you, 1207. Big up to you. It's been a while. Says big up Daniel. Big up Daniel. Oh, Daniel Knight. Okay, yeah, Daniel in the chat. So, all right. Big up to you, Daniel. Big up everyone joining us on the show today. Very, very interesting day. Beautiful day out here. Literally a day. I like the weather. Like that kind of like a fall within hot and cold mixed together, blend together. Dennis said, I've been disappointed the transfer window. It's been a disappointed transfer window. It's giving Chelsea transfer window 7 out of 10. I feel like we have not improved first team. I want new number one goalkeeper.
We all want a new. Can I quickly jump in? We all want a new number one keeper. Yeah, for the most part, we do anyway. Yeah. as in the majority of people want one. What I do want to say is, if it's been a disappointing window, how are you still giving it a 7 out of 10? I don't understand that.
Because that's way above average.
Yeah, but my point, if it's been disappointing, I wouldn't be giving it a 7.
You probably give it like a 5.
That's probably generous.
A 3.
If it's been disappointing, I wouldn't give it average. I'd probably give it a 4.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I've never asked you how you guys are doing today. You see, how are you doing?
Oh, mate, I'm doing good. Had
Anything fun this weekend?
Huh?
Did you do anything fun this weekend?
Apart from falling asleep during PSG Bayern, and that's why I didn't do the watch along for that. Apologies to everyone who was waiting for that. I did do the Real Madrid Dortmund one in the end, so yeah, that actually turned out to be a better game for some reason. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest.
All right, that's UC's weekend. You guys hit it. That's his weekend. He fell asleep during the Real Madrid PSG Dortmund game, isn't it? Real Madrid Dortmund.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did the Real Madrid Dortmund game instead.
Yeah,
you literally called me, Nee, when I was sleeping, and it was like, "Are you still doing the watch along?"
Yeah, because I was here, and then I was like, "Oh, it's nothing here." Probably he fell asleep. So then, yeah, that's why I said the second one you don't have to, because I was on my way to go watch some games, hockey game.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, Steven, what do you do this weekend? Anything fun?
Honestly, not much. There wasn't really anything going on. Usual sort of stuff for the most part. Just chill out, obviously watch the game on Saturday, and then chilled most of Saturday, to be honest. Didn't really do much, so yeah, there wasn't much going on. So.
All right, people, thank you very much. Thank you, UC, for sharing that Disasi move. Just like Disasi, we can add him to, but we can talk about him today. Hopefully, we can have him on our screen tomorrow in terms of the thumbnail to attract audience. So that's latest on Disasi. Fabric Hawkins, right? Fabric Hawkins.
Yeah. He's quite good for the French players.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've said him before as well.
He was the first person to actually break the Gittins news.
Yeah, but I think at least about the contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. He was the first person that spoke about.
I think that was his last tweet. You know.
I actually have no idea.
It was one of his last 2-3 tweets.
Oh, there we go.
All right, guys, get involved in the comment section below in the chat. Let us hear from you. Let us know what you think of it. I believe that most likely to depart Chelsea player. Which of these players would you think that Chelsea should keep among all these players that has been listed out there? So yeah, where do we really start from? Like I said, let's start from Kano Chukwuemeka. Kano Chukwuemeka, as it's been indicated that he might be either another loan for Borussia Dortmund. Steven, what do you make of these Kano Chukwuemeka news?
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised, to be honest with you. It was either going to be a loan or a permanent. He wasn't going to stay, let's be honest. I think we all kind of expected something to come out. So I can't say I'm surprised. I'm annoyed that it's Dortmund, though, because I've said it before, German and Italian teams, they either don't have the funds as much, which is part of the truth, or they just don't like paying, which is another part of the truth. It's sort of in between, if that makes sense.
But saying the Borussia Dortmund are looking to extend, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not surprised that it's a loan, because it's a German club and they don't really pay. So
don't play much.
It's true.
But Chelsea, is it true that Chelsea really valued him 60 million?
I don't think it was 60 million.
Is it 40 or 60 million? Around 40 million or 50 million?
I can't remember. I think there's a release clause in his contract somewhere. I can't remember how much though. I'd have to check that before stream tomorrow or something, so that we can talk more on it tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, we're on about Chukwuemeka. Sorry, I got confused. Yeah, there's no release clause in Disasi's. Bear with me. I'll see if I can find it. Release clause. Apparently, it's a 40 million release clause in pounds. You know that.
On Disasi's release clause, for him to leave.
No, Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka. Daniel said only Madueke can really leave to us now, retire of winning the Europa trophy. I don't even think he can win it. Europa League has been a difficult situation for them, mostly even for them to even win the Champions League. Cole Palmer said that Disasi is Villarreal need check Paez? Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's the news.
Yeah, no, this is basically Piss, as I like to call him, has aggregated this. That's what he does. For 99% of the stuff he puts, he aggregates it from other people. The only difference is he's converted it to £25 million instead of 30 million euros. But he's saying it's from Fabrice Hawkins. But all he's done that's different is he's converted the currency from the 30 million euros from the tweet to pounds.
All right, Cole Palmer said, "I hope we're not we're not going after Garnacho." That's from Cole Palmer. He said that earlier on. I think that comment got missing.
I don't think we will, by the way. Just for the record, I don't think we will.
I don't think so either. Get me Rodrigo. I didn't think Rodrigo is gonna move. I think the agent did that too. Yeah.
I don't normally say anything about people who are like footballers under the age of 18 or unless it's like an Estabal and stuff like that, yeah?
Yes.
Guess what former goalkeeper, their son, has signed for Fulham at age 16?
What, former goalkeeper?
Yeah. Chelsea former keeper.
Just Guidicini.
I don't know.
No.
I'm not gonna say Czech because I know Czech has a girl.
Czech has a 16-year-old son, and he's just signed a professional contract with Fulham.
He has a girl too, who's a goalkeeper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's got a son called Damien.
But why Fulham?
I don't know. I guess he probably came through Fulham Youth, probably. I don't know where Czech's living anymore, so...
No, but why Fulham?
I don't know. I'm presuming he still lives in England and that his son probably was in the Fulham Academy already. I'm presuming.
Why not Chelsea Academy?
Because he might not have got into the academy. Who knows me? I can't tell you things I don't know the answer to. I wish I could, because then it'd make things a whole lot easier.
All right, Ty's Chelsea section said Yusuf is lying. I don't know what he's lying about. Lavia was not in training again today, but Reece James back in training. Lavia and Chelsea section. I think Ty says sell Lavia. Yeah, I know he's angry. He doesn't really meant it, but he's angry.
Wait, why to what bit? Why to the sell Lavia or why to the you're lying?
No, both. Genuinely, like, what? How was I lying? And
he's probably messing.
When was I lying?
No, he's messing. It's messing with you. It's messing with you.
Is he?
Yeah, Ty said Peter Cech lives in England. He plays ice hockey all the time for the Oxford City.
Ice hockey, you know.
Stars in the third tier of British hockey. So yeah, DJ out from Ty. DJ's not in the studio. I think he's in the chat. But big up to you, DJ South in the building. This is a big up to Zion and the panel just got home. We'll jump on soon. Big up to everyone in the comment. But thank you very much, DJ. I hope your day went on well. But yeah, guys, if you're watching this live, we're looking at Chelsea and Valencia are close to agree a season-long deal loan for Leslie Ugochukwu.
No,
Chelsea are not accepting.
Which one are you on about?
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Ugochukwu. Chelsea are not accepting a loan proposal for Leslie Ugochukwu as priority is for a permanent sale. So that is the report coming on Chukwuemeka. Also, it's Valencia and more clubs interested, but Chelsea and Chelsea saying no to any loan move right now. They are permanent, and there are other Premier League clubs also who wants the signature of the Chelsea midfielder. So
you do not threw me off. You normally go, the next topic is this. So I was like, wait, how are we on about that and on about loan when the Disasi thing's up and you've just spoken about Carney? It threw me off. I was like, wait, why are we jumping around? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
we're gonna go back and front because I'm a little bit disorganized because of the I'm still not really ready yet. So I apologize for the back and front.
By the way, Ty is messing with me. He has just said that in the comments.
Yeah, if you want to mess up your day, just read everything Ty says and take it serious. He doesn't mean everything he says.
You get used to
it. I'm telling you, to be honest with you, Ty, I'll tell you, you pissed me off one day before over here. And I was like, hell is he saying? Then I realized that he was joking. Yeah. Then I realized that he didn't mean it. Yeah. If you're not careful, you're gonna get the day is gonna go down because of what Ty will say on his screen. But big up to you, Peter Check. Ty said, okay, he said, dig it out. I'm messing with you, Yusuf. I know. I haven't told this to Ty before. He pissed me off one day over here on the show. He was saying something to me, and I took it a bit serious, but he didn't really mean it. Yeah. Not long until the Enzo Maresca press conference. Yeah. We can. Once we're here, we can still get details from it.
Conference is in 6 minutes, but it won't be 6 minutes because Maresca nor any previous Chelsea manager was ever on time.
Okay.
So it won't. It'll probably be a bit longer than that.
Okay. DJ's asking a question here. Did you guys see all the news coming out of Milan today? Manager saying he will be remaining at the club now.
Yeah, but the manager's not going to say he's going, is he?
No. So João Felix is supposed to return back. He wants to return to Benfica, isn't it? Just to start all the way again.
He wants to, but
yeah,
who knows?
Well,
if the right price comes, I'm sure Chelsea will let him go. At least 30 million is not going to be a loss for Chelsea.
30 million in pounds isn't a big loss, no. But 30 million, if it's euros, is a big loss on the books, yes.
So the right price comes in and Chelsea will let him go. Yusuf, what do you think? Anything regarding Connor Chukwuemeka, Leslie Ugochukwu, or João Felix?
With Connie Chukwuemeka, I think the best thing would be for him to leave because he's not going to get any game time here. Obviously, with Cole Palmer, there's too much competition in that 10 role. Leslie Ugochukwu, same thing. I don't know why we bought him in the first place. And João Felix, I'd let him stay, but obviously Maresca didn't want him in the first place, so he's got to go, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my hypothesis on them.
You speaking of the 10 row, I read an article somewhere. Was it yesterday? Was I think about 5 lines that I was reading, and it was speaking of the reason why Estevao Williams signed for Chelsea. I want to let people know this very clear that I've seen it happening in the Club World Cup. I've seen Cole Palmer playing on that right hand side as a winger. not in the 10 role. He's been going back and forth most of the time.
He's also played in the 10 and left wing at the Club World Cup as well. He's not just played one position at the Club World Cup.
I'm just saying this for now. I said I've seen Cole Palmer on the right hand side.
I was just clarifying that he's not limited him. He's not been limited to the 10 at the Club World Cup, so there's space for both.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say now is what I was reading, and what I was reading describe why Enzo, I would like to say, Estavio Williams signed for Chelsea. He will be in the midfield next season. The reason why there was Real Madrid there was Barcelona there were Manchester, either Manchester City or Manchester United, one of them.
Probably both.
One of the United clubs was also in for Estavio Williams. He only signed for Chelsea because Chelsea was the only club that was going to give him a startup minutes and also play in the 10 role as the normal time for the team. So if Estavio Williams is going to be on the pitch, he won't be on the right hand side. It's in the clause. He will be in the middle of the pitch.
There won't be a clause for it, Nick.
I don't know if they put it in, but reports are saying that the main reason why he signed is for him to play in the 10 role as number 10. I remember if you guys still can remember, but a few months ago, we heard that he preferred to play in the middle instead of playing on the right hand side. And I feel like, Cole Palmer, we get the best out of Cole Palmer when he's playing as a right wing instead of being in the middle. What do you guys think?
I don't necessarily agree or disagree on that, right? Because with Palmer, for me, it's more a thing of if he had the right players around him last season who could actually perform and stuff, I think Palmer would have been fine because they can't just solely concentrate on Palmer then. But because of the wide players plus Jackson up top, weren't consistently performing, it meant everyone could put 2 or 3 players on Palmer because they're like, well, no one else has really been performing. We don't need to worry about anyone other than Palmer. Palmer's the danger man here. That's sort of the way I see it. If we had players around him that could step up, I think he would have been fine. Genuinely.
Let's see how the manager, integrate them, these two players at the same time and get the best out of him, especially Estavio Williams and Cole Palmer, who doesn't really prefer to be in the middle. I think that I'll say this. It's going to be a new club, new team, new personnel that he's going to play with. The manager will try both players on each department, either middle or on the right hand side, and see who produced the best or which position really fits each of these players. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm a manager, that's what I'll do. But big up to you, AH. It's Jackson out, Madueke out, but Chelsea must bring a big defender in. Absolutely, Antonio Silva, like I said the other day, he was being scouted again when Chelsea played Benfica. Actually, I wasn't really watching him that much, but I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to him, Antonio Silva, against Benfica. I was just watching Chelsea alone. Not much from Antonio Silva. But a Chelsea section from Ty said, Ty DJ Sava, where have you been? Was asking your thoughts on the sad Portuguese news. But you're talking about Diego Jota. Something was so funny. I saw a picture that I put in the group. If you guys can see that, you remember when Luis Diaz's father issue was when he was being kidnapped. All these Chelsea fans, all these Liverpool fans were supporting him. And I remember Jota having jersey of Diaz when he scored a goal, he lifted up. But can you imagine that when the burial of Jota was going on, Luis Diaz was happily in Colombia or somewhere in Colombia having fun. That's the picture that I posted there. They said when the burial was going on, Luis Diaz, I think all Liverpool fans, players were there, but Diaz was in Colombia just having fun and partying over there. DJ, welcome back to the stream, DJ.
On the family's wishes, but if the other players were there, then
everyone was there.
My question.
almost all the players were there. I saw Van Dijk, Henderson, and all these players that play with him. They were all there for the
In
funeral.
that case, then I have questions.
And he wasn't there.
That's what I was saying, because I was like, well, I don't want to judge because you don't know what the family's wishes were. But if other players were there, then yeah, I don't get why he wasn't.
Good evening to you, DJ. You all right, sir?
What's going on? You guys good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good today. We're doing well.
Good. Yeah. No, listen, I didn't can't hear what you guys are all chatting about. To be fair, as I said, I only came in and heard bits of your conversations that were going on about certain things. But I think you guys were chatting about. You're not chatting about what's his name's move. Apparently, he's linked with a move to Villarreal. All right, saying
that happened.
Yeah, Leslie.
Live.
Yeah. Oh well, listen. Well, they're welcome to him, man. Hopefully they'll make it. They'll
take him.
They'll take him. Yeah, mate. Take him, mate. I'm not going to complain if he goes. I think now it's all about selling plays now, isn't it? I don't know if you guys have heard. You must have heard. If we do not sell feet,
DJ, you want to move the camera this way a little bit, so when someone's passing by, won't be in your. Okay, you fix it.
Oh yeah, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to say, because we got to sell now because apparently we might not be allowed to register some players
for UEFA.
Sell certain players for UEFA.
Specifically.
Yeah, I mean, don't want that.
Like DJ, it's funny how Barca always get away with stuff like that in La Liga and UEFA when they've got those restrictions, right?
That was just about to be my next point, bro. How Barcelona can get away with it, and well, we all know FIFA. We all know FIFA and Barcelona and the love they have for one another.
Well, UEFA and La Liga.
Yeah,
yep.
But the other thing I was also going to say is competition. Obviously, if we do happen, I'm not saying we're going to, but if we go all the way in this competition and win it, can you imagine what UEFA is going to feeling like that? Another English club has come and won a tournament like that.
Bro, I was talking to one of my friends. You know, I say to you guys, I've got a friend who's Benfica and Chelsea. Because he's originally, he is Portuguese, but, he's lived over here for a long time now, yeah? So he's Chelsea as well, because he went to Chelsea game or two with me, and he said he supports Chelsea. Before that game, he was Arsenal, but he wasn't, massive Arsenal because he weren't, over here that long. But then I took him to a Chelsea game, and he goes, oh, yeah, I'm Chelsea. I was like, no, we're away from the stadium. You don't have to be careful what you say now. He goes, no, I'm Chelsea, because he hadn't been to an Arsenal game. So, but I was speaking to him and he said, could you imagine the rivals if we win this tournament? I went, oh, it's on site. I'm bantering them on site every single time. You're muted.
Do you know what else? Can you imagine? It's not just going to be the rivals within Europe. In fact, I reckon we'll probably get more respect from European teams like your PSGs, your Real Madrids, but our clubs here in England,
we'll have to be at least one of PSG and Real Madrid.
Especially the London clubs and that banter club down in North London, who seem to be thinking now all of a sudden they got Gikris, they're going to win the league. Well, good luck to you. You're just going to one play. It's not going to make you win your league, mate. I was just hearing the Arsenal fans. The actual meltdown in the Arsenal crowd. We're getting Noni Madueke. Yeah. Oh my God.
But they suddenly love Madueke. They've all been going, he's a good player. He's a great player. They've done it with Kepa. They've done it with David Luiz. They've done it with Jorginho. They've done it with Havertz.
Yeah, but you know the worst thing of all is, I keep saying this as well, bro, right? Yeah. Why take it out on a player? The guy's only 23 years old for one, Noni, right? He's not asking to leave to go to Arsenal. It's the Arsenal manager who wants him there. So why the hell are the fans taking it on a poor player, right? Yeah, when it's your own manager that wants this player. So if you want to take out any kind of hatred, take it out on your manager, man, but don't take it out on Noni Madueke, because this guy's not even talking about wanting to even leave Chelsea, but Chelsea will be happy to sell him if Arsenal put the right money down on the table for him, which is understandable. 50 million. I'm taking that all day long, man. Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, how I look at it, right? Yeah, Arsenal fans, man, listen, you got Eucharist. In fact, has that deal actually been wrapped up yet, or is it still ongoing?
No, the Here We Go hasn't come yet. So.
The Gikris one will be next couple of days.
All right, okay. I'm still hoping that might still end up with egg in their faces, and he doesn't end up turning up there. But it looks like from what I've heard, and everything coming out of Portugal in his camp, it looks like he wants that move. Apparently, he's wanted that move for quite some time.
DJ, do you know what I'm going to say quickly on that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted him at Chelsea. But
Yeah.
if we've not gone in for him, it is what it is, yeah? But at the same
Yeah.
time, if you want to go to a morally effed up club, that's on you, mate. Enjoy. If you're late to training because of one of your parents is ill, yeah? You're banished from the squad. You commit literal criminal offences. Oh, no, you can stay. We'll defend you. I'm not getting too deep into it. We all know what I'm alluding to. The situation
I know you're chatting
I'm
about. I know you're
alluding to
chatting
with
about.
Aubameyang and someone else.
Yeah, I
Just
know you're
pointing
talking
out
about.
that bro goes to see his mum who's not well, comes back late to training. Oh, you're not in the squad anymore. That's all I'm saying.
And also one other thing, I don't think we want to banter about it and talk too much about it because I don't want to, what do you call it here? But the other situation, beginning with one midfielder who we all know has been in the headlines for the wrong reasons at Arsenal. That's another situation. You want to go to that club, then you got a player like that who's
No,
gone and done something like
that's
that.
the person I was on about, and I wasn't getting
No.
into the names.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why I
okay.
said about you
But I
can
didn't say
go
the
and
name.
do criminal offences and they'll
I
defend
didn't
you.
say the name yet. I just said that one player in midfield. Yeah, could be anyone.
Man in his 30s, I believe he goes by.
Yeah, that's the one, bro. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. How's everyone anyway doing? Everyone all good though? Everyone's happy.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah, DJ, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. What
I'm
you
doing
got?
very, very well. AH, big up to you, everyone in the
Big
chat
ups.
today. DJ is here.
Cool.
The legend himself is here. He's been gone. DJ, let's talk about Diego Jota over the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't get to talk to you. Well, what is it with what's your take on these Jota passing away?
It's I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He's not a Chelsea player, but he's still a fellow countryman, and the fact that he's that age as well. I mean, it's still I want to say it knocked me all of the weekend. I'm not gonna lie. Even while I was trying to enjoy the game when we won it, yeah, I was still thinking about that guy and his family. And it was such a sad day in Portugal over the weekend, man. I mean, the families. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw videos of it. His wife holding onto the coffin and crying her eyes out. You see things like that, yeah. I mean, as I said to you before, banter aside, regardless of whatever team you support in the world, yeah. But this is a time when football comes together as one, and whatever team you support, you're always going to back and support that team, and especially when it comes to two young players who are still in their 20s, 28, 26, and that that crap happens, bro. It's something that I can't get out of my head, and I think to myself, I've got an older brother, right? And I think to myself, we're driving together around us when we go and do things, and I think, I got that. Well, I was just telling my brother the other day, we were just talking about it in the car the other day, and he's like saying, you know what, we're lucky, we're lucky as bros that we got up, we're brothers and brothers, like me and my brother are, we are close in that way, my older brother and me, and it's just sad when you see that. It's just one of those ones that I can't get my head around. It was just a sad day in Portugal over the weekend. I mean, my dad was absolutely gutted by it as well. When I spoke to him, he was like, it's he couldn't believe it. What had happened, and I don't know. It's a very hard one to talk about. But
It
all
was
I'll
a shock
say
to
is,
everyone.
yeah. I mean, all I'll say is again, I keep saying it and I'll say it again. My condolences go out to his whole family, especially, I mean, everyone, his wife, his kids, his parents. I mean, losing two sons. I mean, that is unbearable in itself, bro. I mean, you losing two of your sons in a car crash. That for me is unbearable, and it's a very sad scenario, mate. And listen, if I go on anymore about it, I'll probably end up getting a bit more cheery about things. But all I say is it was just a very, very, very sad day. What happened that time was just was.
Do you
Really
know
was.
what I'd also add to that is that it's sad for everyone, especially those like in the football world, whether you're a fan,
Yeah.
you're a player, manager, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think for people who are of the older generation and they've got kids who can drive or they've got brothers and stuff like that, it hit them harder because obviously they were two brothers and they was just out and on their way. Well, he was on his way home. They were trying to get a ferry to get back to
Pre-season
England so he
training.
could get back for pre-season after he had a minor surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's got to hit hard for everyone, but people who have like brothers and stuff and like children of that sort of legally driving age, in my mind, it's going to hit them even harder.
I mean, it was. I mean, for me in that way as well. I mean, the minute I came home, I mean, obviously that day when it happened, whatever was the scenario. I mean, the minute I saw my missus and my daughter, it was just a big hug and a kiss for them. Just thinking, what happy, how lucky I am to have these, have them here. Do you know what I mean? And you got those that have had that situation. It's one of those ones that you can't talk about in ways that you can talk about, but not go into depth information about it because of what had happened. But it was just really, even in all of whatever here and in Portugal, it's just it's just sad, man. Sad.
Very, very sad. I agree with you, DJ. Big up to
for like everyone. I think football world in general, it's got to be one of those where that's got to hurt for a long time. I think just the whole situation in general.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a sad day. It was a sad day, especially the whole. I like what I love about it is these. I'll say the loss of Diego Jota. You could see that it brought the whole football world together. It doesn't. We couldn't tell who's an Arsenal fan, Liverpool fan,
and obviously
every football club.
Well. Let's not forget his brother in this as well.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah. I mean, every football club is tweeting about it. Everyone was doing something about it. Yeah.
Even like this is gonna sound odd, like even like the official club women's pages for some of them are doing it as well. I know Chelsea's one definitely did, and like the Chelsea's men one as well, and obviously the Premier League and all like the big organizations. FIFA, I presume, did one. UEFA, I presume,
Infantino himself.
The Premier League, I know, have
did a tribute.
If you go on the Premier League website, they've got. So I could technically get out, but there's a whole section like the Premier League website is updated now, like it's new, so you've got to re-log in again, or whatever. But there's a whole section, Diogo Jota, and then like year to year and stuff like that. Right. Like
FIFA also did it. FIFA also did it. FIFA PlayStation.
No, I mean, there's like a whole thing there with like there's a whole section and it has like articles and stuff like that about him on the Premier League website, if I remember rightly, because I looked on there the other day because I knew that the app had updated, so I was like, I need to log in again and stuff like that because it's a whole new setup. But
exactly.
I saw that. So
I mean, some of my family members actually walked past. We know where the church was in Portugal, where they were having the whole thing. Obviously, no many could go in apart from the people that were invited and how it was. And they were just saying, my cousins and all my uncles and aunties were just basically saying to me, it was just really like. They went there to pay their respects as I knew that my family would have gone and done, and they just stood out there and seeing how everyone was just coming. It was just really, really like I don't know. It's very hard for them to even explain it to. It was just really sad that day. And I thought, you know what, it'd be nice if I could have gone to that, and gone and just seen what it was like, but obviously not.
I presume there was lots of people there.
Yeah, loads, bro, loads. I mean, you saw VS Boas was there. He was there.
Oh no, I meant like even just like the public, like.
The public was there, but some of the people actually saw some of the famous people there as well. Obviously, you saw Martinez was there. Obviously, the Portugal national coach manager was there. A lot of them were seen. I mean, a lot of them saw the Liverpool players there that had gone down there. So yeah, I mean, it was one of those ones. It was really, really like Anyway, enough for the. I don't know what you call, but yeah. Big up to you. Who's coming on?
No, Scala.
Big up to you,
Herbert is right here. But big up to Herbert. Herbert is in the studio with us today. I'm taking a few of the comments.
It says that Lavia is not going to be in the squad. He's doing individual training.
He got injured again, huh?
Yeah,
he was injured the last game.
You know what? Lavia, I don't want to talk about Lavia because I'm just going to get upset. Big up to you, It's about Chelsea, Marcel, 13 players. Hello to everyone coming from like JC in the building. Thank you very much, and JC. Chelsea's session, that's Tyson. Thanks for the question. I kept asking DJ, but he wasn't responding to me. At least a response has been given from him. I don't know what I did to him.
Sorry.
Oh, is that the one about
DJ? Don't even respond to Ty. He's just trying to pull your hair.
The question was.
Yeah, he's just trying to pull your hair. Don't listen to Ty. Yeah, that's how it is.
Was it the one about
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Daniel Knight, big up to Daniel. Said I got some updates on Lavia. I think he has to do with the press, right? Press conference. Daniel, thank you very much. Daniel, you got to join us here one of these days. You don't have to be here all the time, but you got to join us one of these days. We want to hear from you, Daniel. I know you love your football. HA said a trust Chelsea player will win this club World Cup in if God said so. And I've said Cincinnati. I did a video, but I haven't uploaded the video yet. But I will upload the video on what I believe that Chelsea will win this competition. There is a pathway. I look at this and I title the video "The Portuguese Omen." Anytime Chelsea win the major trophy, we go through a Portuguese team, either Benfica or FC Porto. Benfica or FC Porto. From the time that we won our first European trophy, which is Champions League, to second 2013 Europa League, and also in the 2020-2021 Champions League, we went through the face of a Portuguese team to win it.
Let's put it this way, right? When we won our first Champions League,
let me get a bit. Yeah,
we beat Benfica in the I think it was quarters. Then we beat them in the final the next year of the Europa League. Then we beat Porto. Well, I don't remember who we beat in the... I think it was Benfica again when we won our second Europa. Then when we won our second Champions League, we beat Porto in the build-up to that. And now we've beat Benfica again. But I've got to go on mute for a second. I'll be back.
Ty, I'm not going to fall for this. I'm not falling for this. But anyway, let's hear Herbert, aka Mr. Scala over here. Herbert, good evening to you, sir. And how are you?
Yeah. Big up to everyone. Yeah, not too bad, man. Obviously, it's been a difficult week for all of us.
Victor. Finally, Victor. Let's go.
Definitely we can talk about transfers, but just the horrible incident with Jota, so was something.
I heard that Man United were in for Victor Osimhen, but you guys asked for his wage reduction. He should reduce his wages, and he's not willing to do that.
Yeah, that's like going to a 5-star restaurant and asking them to decrease the price because we don't have the money. So I am not really sure what our plan is with Osimhen. Anyways, I think he's going to Galatasaray. So I don't think we were ever in for Osimhen. I think it is very clear that guy, he wants his money secured. I think that's the reason why he was very close to joining the Saudi League, and also he's very keen to stay in Turkey because of the tax benefits. So yeah, we cannot afford him, man. Neither the transfer fee nor his wages. So that's very evident that we cannot be spending that kind of money. Look, for me, our targets when the window opened, I think our number one target was Liam Delap. I think it was very clear that Jason Wilcox, he's a big fan of Delap because he was at he likes this young British players. I think that's his main like a pull. He wants to sign all these young British players and later sell them for a big fee. So I think that was our first signing, and that was our first choice, Liam Delap. But obviously picked you guys because of Champions League, and I think I don't know how much Chelsea are paying him, but that was a key component. So I don't think Osimhen, and I think Gyökeres was more of a Amorim signing. I don't think United wanted him because we are not trying to sign all these 28, 29-year-olds, which is ironic because we have been linked with Ollie Watkins. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we are literally down on a plan D striker right now because our first choice was, when I say that is United's first choice, because right now we are not hiring for the manager anymore. The club is making the signing, so it is irrespective of the manager. So I
heard Calvert-Lewin, bro. I heard Calvert-Lewin.
That's plan Z. Yeah, so we went from Liam Delap, then we flirted around Gyökeres, then obviously had some links with Osimhen. Now, as Vijay mentioned, now we are looking at literally now we're looking at players who can fleece us, because if this guy Ollie Watkins wants to join United, he will want a big wage because I think he's not he wants to leave. Plus, he's joining a club which finished below Aston Villa, right? So he would want around 200k. Same goes for this guy Calvert-Lewin. He's a free agent. He's on 100k. He was at 100k on Everton. He would want 150, 175 with a huge signing on bonus. So, yeah, that's the pond we are fishing in. We are completely out of the elite striker race. The only hope I'm left with is somehow we can probably get Mateta, because I think he fits the system completely. He's been playing 3-5-3, 3-4-3 at Palace. So, anyways, he was my first choice before the window opened. I was never keen on Gyökeres. I think he's a good player, but he's not what we need at the moment. He's I think done the right thing. He's gone to Arsenal where they just need a missing piece. He's the missing piece, right? We have lots of pieces missing. We cannot afford for Gyökeres to go like 6-7 games without scoring a goal. That's going to destroy his confidence. So yeah, we have lots and lots of puzzles to solve before we can even think of an elite striker.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm not too bothered with Gyökeres going to Arsenal. We have lots and other injuries, lots of other concerns. I've seen United doing the usual cringe nonsense. The last 2 days, they've been trying to post this Paragon left back which we bought. I don't even know how much we paid for him, but they have been, for the last 2 days, they've been just posting all about him. Meeting the team, meeting the manager, and he's not even going to be playing. So yeah, look, Liverpool and all you guys, even Chelsea, you guys have signed 2 or 3 players, and we have been. I think it was 5 weeks ago when David on reported about Mbomo, right? And we still
Yeah.
haven't done. We haven't got him over the line. So yeah, we are. We are shopping in, as they
You,
say, like pound and
you,
lane. We don't have money.
you also linked with Rios from Palmeiras as well.
Palmeiras.
Midfielder,
I
innit?
saw that. Yeah, I saw that
No,
today.
it's not a midfielder, it's a striker.
He is.
No, he's a
Rios is the
striker.
midfielder from
Rios.
Palmeiras.
Midfielder, Rios,
Yeah,
the
he's a
midfielder.
midfielder.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
he's
he's
like
a
a
striker.
playmaker, like a
Yeah,
deep line
Palmeiras.
playmaker. Yeah.
He's he was very annoying player. Always looking for the fight. That's something
Nick,
I
one
like
other
about
thing
him.
I'm gonna say quickly.
Yeah. Yeah,
boom,
go ahead, Steven.
boom, boom. Mateta's in the room.
Who? Mateta.
What was that? Boom, boom, Mateta's in the
boom,
in the
boom,
room.
boom, boom. Mateta's in the
Mateta's
room.
in the room.
Basically, that's what Crystal Palace play every
Yeah.
time he scores.
Oh, I see.
Ah,
Do you know? Do you know?
gotcha.
Do you know it? Do you know where that? Do you know where that's taken from? What song that's taken from? If you guys go back,
It's Manga Boys,
Go
I think,
quick.
isn't it?
Venga Boys, yeah, Venga Boys from back in the 80s, yeah, 80s.
See, I do know my
90s.
music even from before I was born. Told you.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any Manchester United related questions, Scala is here to give you some good answers. So, guys, if you're in the comment, you're watching us live, and you have any question regarding Man United, please do me a favor, drop it in the comment section below. Scala will take them. HA says more sorry for the family of Diego Jota. William Estavo, here we come at Chelsea. Good to us, it's good, bro. Thank you very much. Ty, did you have any fight between? Is there a fight between you and Ty over here? Because Ty said it's serious. He said it's serious over here. He said I'm serious. I'm not pulling anyone's hair. And I'm seriously. He's been looking at my messages, but got no response.
Can I just answer that one, bro? I do look at your Ty when I'm on stream here, bro. I can't message like you guys do.
DJ.
I don't do that though.
DJ.
No.
What?
Unless I'm on my phone. Unless I'm on my phone and I'm watching your stream on my phone while I'm talking to you guys off my iPad. That's the only time I can respond. I don't respond like that in the comments. Because if I try to go and do that in the comments, I get cut off. And I have to then go in the comment section.
DJ.
No,
I told you, if I look at this comment, did not listen to what Ty is saying. I shouldn't have even read it. Ty, I'm not going to read that comment again. Makeem said, big up to me, up to Chelsea. Big up to you, Makeem, in the building. Scott, any hope for getting, some few signings before the season comes? The window closes. Any hope?
Yeah, we will definitely make signing. It's all about when we'll make. That's the big problem because we have already started. Not officially, but players are back. This is their first week of training. So I don't know when. I think we go for preseason next week. So I think we are playing Leeds. I think in America. So that's when official preseason starts. And we have got only one player over the line. And I'm sure you're familiar. Like they have officially said that Anthony, Garnacho, Rashford, and they need to back up their backs. I think they can find another club. So that will take another half month. I don't expect that to be done quickly. So, and unless those deals are not done, we don't have money because after Mbomo, we'll have to sell to buy. So yeah, I think we'll make signings, but I'm not too optimistic, man. I think we'll be shopping in, like, shopping at the crumbs, as they say. I don't expect us to be shopping in, the elite pool.
Leftovers.
Yeah, probably leftovers, right? Yeah, because not even leftovers, more like, it's not like that. Like, for example, Ollie Watkins, he's a decent Premier League like a striker. He's 29, so he's a
Yeah.
good quick fix. For the at least 2 or 3 years. But again, we are not in a position to bargain with him. He's someone who's going to be holding all the cards. And United at the moment they are all in this whole thing of reducing their wage bill, not paying players silly money. So I mean, it doesn't matter with Ollie
Do,
Watkins because
do United have any wage structure at the football club? Or not
Aren't they
now?
trying to implement what Chelsea have?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because I know
what
that's
we're
what they're trying to do.
we are literally copying you with everything. With if you look at what we are trying to sign players, there was a time when I used to, like, 2 or 3 years back, I used to see like absolutely nobody's signing for Chelsea. All these young players, 15, 16, 13 years old, and now I'm seeing United doing the same thing as well. So there's clearly a change in strategy of buying young and selling them. See, even if you sign someone like a Richard Rios, for, I don't know, 40 million, just because he plays for United, we can sell him for 50 million. So they are working on those, things. Also, with this new ownership with Jim Ratcliffe, he's got only 28% of the club, so he cannot put lots and lots of money. And we already know the Glazers don't put any money, so that's a big problem. That's why I need to sell to buy. Uh, so yeah, I think we'll definitely make signings, man. I don't expect us not to make, because this is Amarim's last year. If he doesn't do well, he's out of contract. It's not about sacking. He's got just 2 years on his contract. It's already done one. So yeah, I expect United to make signings, man. I think we will get Mbumo done by this week, hopefully, because the new fiscal year has started. So they can probably register him this new financial year. So yeah, I think that will be done. After that, I'm very like. I'm not enthusiastic. I'm not like, you guys are linked with all these good players, and so are Arsenal. I mean, Tottenham are going to be signing probably from Kudus, but we are linked with Ollie Watkins. So and Gyökeres has openly come and said that he wants to go to Arsenal. So yeah, we don't have too many choices, man. I think we need to make smart deals. Losing that Europa League finals is probably, you can see the effects right now. How can you be linked with a player 5 weeks ago and there has been no movement? So yeah, only good thing is that I like this week is that Amarim clearly said that Rashford is not welcome back. He has given the number 10 shot to Cunha. So that's the only positive of this week, man. We can probably move on from these Rashford and Sancho's. I don't have a problem with Anthony. I think I do like Anthony. I think he's someone who actually wants to do well in his career. But when you look at players like Rashford openly coming and saying that he would like to play for Barcelona. I mean, Barcelona are looking at some other players, man. They are not looking at you. So
I know the situation has been very difficult for United, but I want to ask Scala this top question. Do you still believe in Amarim? Because fact record is saying that he is the worst manager ever United has ever appointed. Do you believe in him? Do you think that even if you get all the players that you need, a style of football will change, will push United to a different level?
I don't believe him at the moment. I'm not sold on him at the moment. I think I'm more up on the doubtful side than on trusting him, because his big problem is that although I don't mind the 3-4-3 or whatever back five system, he looks like very adamant with it. Like he doesn't want to adapt with anything. It's like or when he sees it too late. It's like almost after 85 minutes. So he thinks that it's his system, it's going to work, and if it doesn't work, we'll just move on to the next game. And for a young manager, that's not good. You're not Pep or Klopp or all these experienced managers. If Pep does that, I can understand. Like he's been managing for the past 20 years. But Amorim is a young manager. He needs to adapt to what he has. And I've been saying this, like I've said this probably around 15 times on this on your channel. He has to get his wing backs like that solution, because if you are not getting that fullback or whatever wing backs correct in this system, we are handicapped. Because we've already playing 3 defenders. You're having 1-6, and then you're full. If your wing backs are not attacking, you're losing a lot. You just watch PSG how they play. I mean, I'm surprised every time I watch like a PSG cross going in. I'm seeing Hakimi as a centre forward, and things like that. I'm seeing like why are we not doing that? Why is like Delo and Dogo and all these people always behind the halfway line when attacking? So I think he needs to solve that position. I don't know how he does that because we don't have the profile of players for him at the moment. We desperately
Okay.
wanted a right wing back, but obviously we cannot buy anyone at the moment. So he has to do with Delo. So yeah, he has to solve that problem, man, of that wing backs. There's a big problem in the system for him.
Thank you very much, Scala. You're hearing the voice of Manchester United fame supporter Scala in the building with us. We have DJ Sal. We still have the Yusuf over here, guys. Don't forget, my name is Nizam with Stephen G, co-host Stephen G, legend himself, the channel DJ Sal, and the extraordinary Yusuf is in the studio with us also. So, guys, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're still trying to hit 5K before October. We can do it, and if that happens, you know what, I'll be all over the moon. I'll try and take a trip
your
there.
wild thing again. And Nick, can I quickly ask Skylar something?
Yeah,
as well?
go ahead. I was gonna say that if you guys have any United question, go for it. But Daniel Knight,
Skylar, is your thing less worried about whether you will sign players, and is it like will or won't sign players, and it's more like what quality can you actually get? Like, sure, you've signed Cunha, you look like you might get Mbuemo, but outside of that, is it more a worry about the quality rather than actually will you or won't you sign anybody?
Are you talking about number 9, like the centre forward, or
no, just in general? Like, is your thing like less that you're worried about we will or won't sign someone, like you think you will, but it's more I'm worried about the quality that we're gonna sign, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I'm worried about the quality because look, Garnacho and Rashford, they are going, Antony is going, and Sancho is going. So that's 4 attackers out of the club. So right now, even if you replace them with Mbuemo and Cunha, you're left with a big hole on the number 9 position because we already know Rasmus is not going anywhere. If you saw Romano's update today, and he's not good enough. So yeah, definitely we'll have to sign another centre forward, probably a number 10, because I'm not convinced that Ahmad will play number 10 in the system. I think he'll be playing wing back because there's too much competition there with Bruno signing this contract, and he absolutely loves Mason Mount. So I don't see where Ahmad fits in. So yeah, he has to sign another 10 and probably another centre forward. And we have a big problem with where Bruno plays, because he signed this. I mean, he has then gone to Saudi, so he has to play. He's the captain, and in this system, he has got no position because we cannot put him in the 10 because we are signing Mbuemo and Cunha for that specific purpose. And when he plays as a 8 or a 6, he's rubbish. So yeah, and then he's got Casemiro and Ugarte, which is another problem in itself. So I expect us to make signings, but as you said, the quality is going to be just passable, So yeah, I'm not convinced, man. I'm a bit worried how next season is going to shape up. We've got probably the most difficult run-in of any other clubs. I think we are playing Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal in the first 5 games, and Fulham as well. Our most easiest game is Burnley, who's a promoted club, and they'll want to do well. So I'll be shocked if we don't find ourselves back in the relegation spot in the first 5 games. Yeah, but yeah, we'll make some signings then, but I don't expect it to be not going to be something fantastic. It's going to be ordinary and probably like a fixing the patch kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any? Go ahead.
Sorry.
Because I was going to ask DJ if you have any question for him, but go ahead, DJ.
No, I was just going to ask, obviously, and listen, I'm not you guys anyway here, mocking United because my cousin's a massive Man United fan. Yeah, I understand what you're saying here at the moment. Out of all the players that we've got up for sale at the moment, okay, and I'm not talking about obviously our first team because none are going to go. Okay, so the players that are for sale at Chelsea. So you got Leslie Ugochukwu is up for sale. You got obviously Disasi. You got Raheem Sterling. You've got Ben Chilwell. You've got possibly Dewsbury Hall.
I think Chilwell is going to run. I feel like Tua is going to run his contract down.
So I was
But yeah,
just
go
going to
ahead.
say
DJ.
to you, I was just going to ask him, out of all the players that you can see Chelsea is selling, bro, would you take any of our players from us that you think we'd be able to sell to you that are available, as you know, for sale? I know you've gone about the Mason Mount thing. Forget Mason Mount with his injury, but we have got other players in that team that I think could come to your team and do really, really well. And I've mentioned one of them.
Very well.
I think Leslie Ugochukwu could come and do well at your team, bro. He's
Oh,
an
even-
excellent
He's a
midfielder.
defensive midfielder, right?
He's
Yeah, DM.
well,
Yeah.
he's a DM.
Yeah, I think the last in the last season, I think whenever we played Southampton, I think he did well against us. So yeah, he's another potential player. I think I don't mind him, but the problem is that the position he plays, we need experienced players. With this Amorim system, we cannot afford too many project players. We already got too many project players, and he's only got, like as I mentioned, 2-year contract, so he cannot afford to wait for another like 6 months or 7 months for the new player or the project player to bang. So yeah, I mean, if we had I don't know, if we already had a settled system, we can probably afford. But right now, I'm not taking a punt on a young defensive midfielder because that's a very important position for us. We're already struggling with Ugarte and Casemiro, and anyways we've got Toby Collier to play that position. So we've got our own youngsters. So yeah, I do like Ugochukwu. I watched a couple of games last year for Southampton. He did well, but yeah, I probably won't go that way. And what other players you mentioned? I think you mentioned Chilwell. Yeah, we already got another version of Chilwell in Luke Shaw. We cannot get rid of him, so no point going.
Injury-prone left backs could become your thing.
Injury-prone left back on big money. Who won't leave the club despite the manager wanting him out. So yeah, nowhere I'm touching Chilwell. Raheem Sterling, I think that's another rhetoric question. Like he wants, anyway, I think he wants to stay in London, so he might be looking at a West Ham or a Crystal Palace. So yeah, I don't know what other players you guys have. Where is that Chukwuemeka guy? Is he gone? Like he's on 120k, right? What's
He's
happening?
balling right now at Dortmund with Dortmund.
Yeah, he's on 120 grand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe him. He was a decent player before he got the injury. I remember. I think it was Aston Villa, right? He scored a very good goal. I remember that game. He was quite good.
The one
Yeah,
that
other than
always
that-
reminds me is the game he actually got the injury and
West
he
Ham.
scored the goal and then he got injured. It was West Ham away at the start
Yeah.
of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in that game. He was very, very brilliant. It's one of those things. One of those players that they're good, they're brilliant, but can't stay fit. Just like Lavia. If Lavia's career is going to run down, it has to do with injury. He can't stay fit. If this guy is fit all the time, you know how much money this guy can make in his career as a footballer, but that will bring him down where he fade up and he was going to end up fading off from the highest, I'll say the highest level, because he's there right now. Where is he going to go from here? He's not going to go to City. He's not going to go to anywhere else. That's the pinnacle of. Go ahead.
Does anyone know what Labia's situation is?
He's out for tomorrow.
It's out.
But do you know what? Is it the same occurring injury or is it something else?
No idea. I'm just trying to see if there was any other injury news so I can send me predicted 11.
Because I know Reece James is back for tomorrow.
Yeah, Reece is back. He put up a post the other day saying like I'm fine.
And Nee was giving it all that to him the other day. Shame on you, Nee.
What did I do?
You were giving out to Reece James the other day, innit, Stephen? You're my proof, bro. What was he saying the other day about Reece James?
Sell him, no?
I said, tell him he's injured again.
Yeah. Typical.
DJ, brother. DJ, please. Let's be honest with ourselves. What's the point having a club captain? No, hold on, DJ. What's the point having a club captain who is most of the time not finishing game, not playing majority of the game, not starting game? If he starts, okay, he starts. He doesn't play 90 minutes, and I don't get it. I understand he's injured. They're trying to protect him. For how long can he accept the fact that this guy's contribution is not enough on the pitch as a club captain? When can you accept that?
I mean, you don't. I mean, listen, bro. I mean, I know you've gone. Listen, we don't know how severe his operation was, bro, and we don't know how it was. All we know is that he has come back, and I have to say, How many games did he give us last season? I haven't got the stats in front of me, but when he did come
I
back
sent
last
a picture
season,
of this to the group earlier. I need to find it.
Well, he's played. What I know, he's played more
he
games
played
than
for the
any other
majority.
time.
He came back for
No,
half,
not
second
any
half
other
of the
time,
season, bro.
but for the last like 3-4 years, yes.
Yeah,
I've got it now. I'm getting it up on the screen now.
but he never played. DJ, is it not bad that your club captain never played the 90 minutes a whole season? He never played the 90 minutes a whole season.
Do you know what? I'll zoom in on the Reese one for now, and then we can get the Neto one later. The Neto one's below it.
All right, but you go for it. Scala, if you have any other thing that we miss regarding United, or if you want to jump into this conversation, let me know once Steven is done with his presentation or whatever he's about to say. You can jump in and we can go from there. And also, you can jump in. Let me know if we're ready to jump in.
Yeah, I mean, I was just wanted to know what you Chelsea fans think about Madueke going to Arsenal, because he's a player never rated. I never ever rated that guy. I think he's just pure Garnacho. I think these guys, these kind of players, they think they are better than they are. But I think he scored. Someone mentioned, I saw on Twitter, they said that I don't know how many goals scored, but he scored. I remember that Wolves game where he scored 4 goals. After that, he just scored 3. And I don't rate him, man. What do you think about him going to Arsenal? And obviously you guys are always dealing with them. You're always trying to sell off your trash to them. So are you like he's 23? So what do you guys think? Like, is it like money coming? I mean, you guys can probably go and buy Kudo, something like that. So what's your
I'll react to that. Steven, finish this one so we can react to Scarlett's question right away.
I only got this up because you and DJ were on about how many games Reece played, and I had this image that I sent to the group earlier, so I got it up in case you guys wanted to expand on it.
Yeah. So what's the point here? What are you trying to tell me?
You were literally talking about he's played more games this season, so that's why I got it up.
Oh, so 30 games he played?
He played 30 games in all comps.
How many 90? How many 90 minutes? How many 90 minutes?
I don't know.
He never played 90 minutes.
Who cares?
No 90 minutes.
So long as he plays at least 75, I've got no issue.
I got a big issue.
No,
I get an issue.
I don't mind. Listen, if he's playing, if we get something out of him.
If you split a game, right? If you split the game into what? Okay, let's.
45. Majority is 45.
Yeah, for majority is 25. Technically, you could get up to 100 minutes if you include added time. So let's just split into 25, right? If he's playing essentially 3/4 of the game, that's good.
I mean, okay, I do agree with you. It's better than Luke Shaw.
Bring him off. If Enzo's on the pitch, Enzo, you're captain. Then you have someone else at right back, whether it's Josh or unfortunately Gusto, who knows? But
absolutely. But anyway, in regards to Scarlett's question, JC said Arsenal preparing 50 million pounds bid for Noni Madueke. I'm sure that's what Dortmund are preparing a bid for Ugochukwu Chukwuemeka. Absolutely, that is true. Where is the link? Makim is asking for the link. Sorry, Makim. Makim, I need to get you in a different way. So I'll keep saying this all the time. Thank you very much, guys. This is my take on it. Look, as far as Arsenal is right there, I don't have a problem selling some of my scrap to them. And I wouldn't say Madueke is a scrap. He's done a good job, but he is frustrating. Just like we've seen over the years, inconsistency from Raheem Sterling. He's a similar player like Raheem Sterling. He's a similar player like Jadon Sancho. Also inconsistent. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like we have to move on from these inconsistent players. We need players that can really have good end product in our team. If you look at our attacking last season, when Palmer was gone, I put Palmer to the attacking players because of where he plays. When Palmer is gone, not scoring goals, it means that the wingers were not producing much. Neto wasn't producing much. Noni Madueke was gone after his hat-trick. He was actually gone and even trying to steal people's goals, stealing Trevor Chalobah's goal to trying to make it his goal. And we all know that you don't deserve that goal. You get what I'm saying? He is frustrated. And going to us now, I'm all for it. I was worried a bit, but I realized that it's not going to hit Chelsea because we've given them David Luiz, we've given them Peter Cech, we've given them Raheem Sterling, and they never hit Chelsea. And I don't think
players.
Yeah, I don't think that Noni Madueke is going to do either. So I'm okay. I'm all for it. DJJCL or Yusuf, you guys want to react to that?
No, I was just gonna say, you know, if he does go to Arsenal, right? You do know he's played for all three London clubs, don't you?
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
you know he can.
Well,
He came
three
through the
of them, yeah. Next
Yeah,
Play
he came
Tottenham. Yeah.
Yeah, he came for the Spurs ranks, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Fulham or West Ham.
He'll go
Listen,
to Fulham to retire.
Or
Listen, I'm not
Brentford.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna sit here and knock man away because it's unfair on the player, right? I'm not gonna do that. I think whenever he has actually come on for Chelsea, he's actually done pretty well for us. Okay, I don't think
Yeah.
he's that bad. I'd keep him in the team over Garnacho any day of the week. Yeah.
Oh
if
yeah,
that is the
happily.
case.
I mean,
Right,
if it's between
so-
them, then it's no competition.
Stephen, brother, the way you put that one.
I tell no lies.
Oh man, the way they just dropped that right in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And you go, yeah, if I was there's no competition. It's true, bro. So what I'm trying to say is, I would keep him in there. I would actually keep him in the team right here, ahead. Right. If you ask me about Ghana, and so again, Scarlett, this is no disrespect on your player, brother. Yeah, I got no hate towards Garnacho. I just don't think he's Chelsea levels. All right. So for me, look, I think he's a good talent, but it's not what we need at this moment in time in our team. So for me, I'd obviously look at someone else. But listen, if he ends up going to Arsenal, right, I will still not underestimate Noni Madueke, because at the end of the day, you never know. Old Lego head at Arsenal might get the best out of him. You can't laugh at that one. They might come back and haunt
Him and
us.
Havertz still don't know Havertz's best position.
DJ, what are you talking about? You think Noni Madueke will go to Arsenal and be a different player than he is with Chelsea?
Hey, listen, because all the Chelsea
innit?
fans are happy, I'm just trying to put a little bit of what do you call it on it. Yes, let's not, give the kid
You want
the
to
kid a fair
spice it up.
chance.
You want to spice it
No,
up.
give the kid a fair chance. Yeah, he's done pretty well for us when he's played for us. I've not actually been disappointed with him. I think he's done okay.
He's
for
done
us.
good for us against Wolves.
Yeah. But and he done. And the other day when he came off the bench in the Club World Cup, I thought he'd done okay.
Yeah.
To be fair to him.
Yeah,
So we can't knock him for that.
Jimmy. Yeah.
So.
All right. Very interesting. Scar, did you get answers for you? What would you say, Yusuf, to Scarlett's question when Noni Madueke to us now? Is it a fair move?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously now the Kudus move is probably not going to happen now. I mean, I know Steven's probably going to be a bit happy about that, and Nee, you're probably not going to be happy. But
I'm
yeah,
not ruling it out yet.
Well, the fact he's prioritizing Tottenham is laughable.
But think about it, right? That could be coming from Tottenham's side of things. We don't know what West Ham's side is. We don't know what Kudus' side is, technically.
West Ham would actually rather sell to us, but yeah,
probably.
Kudus apparently wants Tottenham, which the thing is, if Chelsea actually tried to hijack, I think Kudus would change his mind. But I don't see that happening at the moment.
I don't think he has a preference. Do you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
We know he wants out, yeah?
Yeah.
We know, I think the majority of us here know why he wants out, right? I think the majority of us know.
He wants to win.
So, Money?
No, he wants to win.
Not the reason that I've heard, but there is another reason to it. Right?
Steven, if it's I don't know, if it's not anything that you have to hide, you want to share with us. That's why we're here. Why?
Allegedly,
okay.
A certain Englishman who's in charge of picking lineups is the reason.
Are you sure at what do you call West Ham United?
At West Ham.
Okay.
Jellyfish Potter, yeah.
Who the manager is, he?
Graham Potter. Harry Potter.
Jellyfish Potter.
Allegedly, from what one of my friends told me, yeah, I don't know where my friend got this information from. I want to see it reported by others. That's why I was reluctant to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly, Potter is a part of the reason. Actually, I think that ex-West Ham employee might have reported that as well. You know the guy who
one-
has the Patreon or whatever, the ex-West Ham United employee guy, I think he's literally ex-WHU. I think they might have reported that.
Yeah,
But,
just one thing I'll say.
If
Just
it
make
is
sure.
that, I think it's
Yeah,
just
go on.
I want to get out of here quick. I don't really have a preference if someone else comes in.
And just one thing, if he does come, please, Mr. Potter, do us a one big favour. Take
Take Bob.
Stanley, take Stuart, take the Chuckle brothers with you. Yeah, let them go do their chaka version down in West Ham, yeah.
No,
Not here at
you're
Chelsea,
missing
yeah?
someone. You're missing someone.
Oh, yeah, and also Jewel, yeah. Is that his name, Jewel?
No,
Is it
keep Jewel. Jewel's okay at the moment.
Oh, who's the other
Ben
one
Roberts
then?
is the issue.
Ben Roberts, bro. That's the main other one. Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
when
yeah, I get-
Tuchel
Roberts.
allegedly made the joke about Lukaku and his daddy, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Robert Sanchez has said that Ben Roberts is like his football dad. Hey, go with your daddy.
man.
Go with your daddy.
Thank you very much, guys. My name is Nizam. We're on BlueClouds Media Sports. We are discussing the transfer feed. On the show is a transfer feed, and we're discussing some few transfer in out. We have McKean here in the studio. Scala also United fan. We've talked about Manchester United's dealings so far. Scala, thank you very much for coming on. We have McKean. We'll introduce McKean to you guys here soon. You guys already know him. He's not a stranger to this channel. And FPL MFZ said United fans don't worry about the Gyökeres to Arsenal. Gyökeres going Arsenal is fine. You won't be playing against Santa Clara every week now. So chill. Come from my brother here. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you very much for joining the show today and listening to what we got to say today. But before we go any further, let me introduce our brother who is in the studio with us. Makim, good evening to you, sir. And how is the family doing, sir?
Good evening, Makeem, bro. Big up.
Big up, big up.
Yo, big up everybody, man. Big up. You know
Big
how it is, man. Everything is well. All is well. You know, another day, another dollar. We're here, man.
Yeah.
We're here.
What you got on your table, bro?
I came up here. I had to come up here because I saw you guys jump in, DJ left, right, and center. Yeah, when they came down to Madueke, I have to come in for this.
I wasn't jumping.
No, you got jumped.
DJ got a seconder.
Yeah. He got jumped for trying to defend Madueke, and he's not wrong about the potential of that he could reach, because if you look at the way they play, they could maybe get the best out of him that we couldn't. He's not lying about that, because the positioning and the gameplay that they have, you have to admit that the best tactical football comes from Arsenal. So just imagine, you get Madueke there, you would get the best out of him. And I just don't feel like we need to rush to try to replace something that we don't know is better. I rather something that's tested and tried out, that you settle in, instead of just getting rid out of the old in the new. Because now it's becoming last season, just a year ago, it was Pedro Neto, João Felix, Raheem Sterling. Now they're not here. You see what I'm
Hakeem,
saying?
last quick one for you, bro. Would you, if we were to let him go, yeah? Because I'm like you, I've said the same thing as well. That's the reason why I said about him, yeah. Because I know he can be at times frustrating as a player. I think we all know that here, sitting on this panel. We're not going to lie here. But what I'll say is, if he was to go, okay, would you then say if Chelsea can get, is it Waneri as part of the deal coming the other side because he wants out of Arsenal? Would you take him?
Why do you do that, DJ?
Huh?
Why'd you do that to me, man?
Bro,
God.
because he's out of contract. He's not signing a contract.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
I think
take
he's
him.
an excellent talent, bro.
Yeah, he's young talent. It's someone. It's something you can have on the ground and either loan him out, let him get better, and then see if he can come in and challenge.
I'll bring him straight. I'll bring him into the first team, bro.
Straight in the first team. Yeah. First team.
100%. I think he's had that Prem experience as well.
I mean, I'll add him
it's
to the
hard,
squad.
but
He's
it's real.
starting, but no. Starting for Chelsea, no. Put him in the squad.
That's what I mean.
Let's see how.
Sorry, in the squad.
Yeah,
In the squad. Sorry,
yeah,
in the squad.
yeah.
No, fighting. No. DJ is not wrong. Fighting
No,
with
starting. No. I don't think he's starting. I don't think he's worth starting. We got too many players out there that are way better than him. He has to prove. He has to challenge those players in the starting 11. I wouldn't start Ethan Iwanieri any time, but I'll just give him time to challenge, assess him during training, and see how good he can be. That's what I would do.
The only time I would start him is when we're rotating.
Yeah, exactly. And I want him to compete with Estevao because I don't think Pedro Neto can outlast that battle. That guy, I don't know if he's going to be here next year, to be honest. If we're interested in a talent like that, Pedro Neto don't stand a chance. Especially now Madueke is going as well.
I mean, Neto
that had
can
a
go.
better season.
I mean, Neto can go on the left, bro. If you think about it in that way.
Yeah, he can.
You can't play him on the left. I wouldn't get rid of him. Listen, and this is not me putting my Portuguese hat on, by the way. I'm just saying this out is. I wouldn't sell Neto.
He did this year. I'm keeping.
I mean, I think it would be a big mistake if we were to let him go. I personally think because I actually think he's one of the experienced players there, by the way, and we need to keep all our experienced players. To be fair,
But and you know what? And that's why I don't want Kudus to come because I don't think he's going to be that better than Pedro Neto. That's just the reality. He's better than what we have.
I'm skeptical on Kudus, so I won't know.
Does that mean he's the only one that wants Kudus out of us lot?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean,
I don't mind Kudus. I think he's a good player. I really do.
I like him.
I don't think he is a good player. He is a good player, DJ. I don't think so. He is a good player.
I don't.
He's a good player.
No, he's a good player.
Is he better than right? You know what? Let me ask this.
Yeah.
Is he better than Madueke?
Better than Madueke.
Is he better than Madueke? Genuinely answer that.
Yeah, he's better than Madueke. Have you seen that Caesar kick he scored against Manchester City? Have you seen that?
No way you said
first season.
No way you just judge him off that.
It's not easy to score a bicycle kick against Manchester City, and he did that easy.
It's not easy to score a bicycle kick full stop, but why is that your go-to thing to say he's a good player?
Do you know I'm going to sit on the fence on this one, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Yeah, listen, the guy wants Tottenham. Yeah, let him go Tottenham. That's what he wants. Yeah.
No, I don't think he wants Tottenham. I don't think he wants Tottenham. I think Chelsea are not pushing that much.
I think it's the thing that I said. I think he don't like Potter and how he's used him, so he just wants out in general. So at the moment, we do not know of any other team having made an offer to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
West Ham. So if another team comes in, then sure. But if Tottenham are the only team at the table, of course he's got to prioritise them at the moment.
Yeah, he's probably of course.
You know what? Yeah, let me say this. Yeah, if Chelsea come in and try and hijack, but Kudus says no, I still want Tottenham. Let him go.
Then there's questions.
Then that's different. But if Chelsea come in and hijack and Kudus is like, yeah, I'll go Chelsea, then it's sort of like I'm not going to say it's like the Willian deal, but it's sort of similar because we've stolen a player off Tottenham.
Bro, it's very much like the Willian deal, bro. You'd have to be, would you just admit it, bro? It's very much the Willian deal, mate. I'll be laughing at it again.
Except for this part, he hasn't really done the medical or actually held up the shirt and then, he's just got a last minute call saying, just come to Chelsea. Well, it's sort of like that, but yeah, you get what I mean.
Not quite, but I get where you're going with it.
It's a similar situation. But if Kudus says after Chelsea have come in and said, "Oh yeah, we want you, come to Chelsea," and Kudus says, "No, I'd rather go Tottenham," let him go there and get Ethan Ranieri in if you can.
You know what, Yusuf? I'm going to double down on your point because you're making sense. I'd rather want Ranieri than Kudus.
That's without a shadow of a doubt on that one, bro. I mean, that's that one. So what do you call it on that one?
Look at me.
Listen, Lee. I said it already, bro. I rate Kudus. I do rate Kudus, right? Let me just put
I like Kudus as well, but
how I'm looking at the situation. what I look at the situation, I think to myself, so far, and I know Stephen's made a valid point as well, and so far, it's only because Tottenham are the ones that are put an offering for me, so he's going to prioritise Tottenham. However, okay, I personally think, like we said, if Chelsea were to come with a move in, he'll go to
Emotional, damn it.
So he could still end up coming, bro, to Chelsea, man. That's all I'm going to say, bruv. But I do rate him. I've got no what do you call it on kudos. I think he's a good player.
No, Kudus has a very good profile. In fact, probably one of the best profiles in out there right now.
Very
But
versatile
the thing
player.
is, yeah, very good player, very strong. But the thing is, we should have, if we was to be with him, we should have got 23. Not, hold on,
Are you there?
hold on. Give me 1 minute. Give me 5 minutes. I'll come back. 1 minute.
Okay. No problem. Makeem, thank you very much. That's Makeem. Got interrupted by something. But yeah, I mean, just like you said, Kudus, I think Kudus is 24, 25, right? 24, 23, 25. I mean, it's 24, right? Kudus, 24.
He's
Turned-
about
I think he
to
just
turn
turned 24,
25 on the 2nd of August.
Let me say this. Bringing in Ethan Nwaneri is not going to help this squad. He is young. He doesn't have much of experience in the Premier League. He doesn't have much of experience on the highest level. He doesn't have all those things. It doesn't tick the box for me. You're talking about a player that have played in the youth stages. He's been in abroad. He played Aya's first team. Experienced a lot of Premier League and the Eredivisie minute. You're talking about a player who has carried Ghana to the national team to the just ended, I say, a few years ago at the Qatar World Cup. His team played against the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the German national team, and the others. That's the guy you're talking about. He was the man of the match for 2 games in a row. He's also shown it in the Premier League. That he also won the man of the match in the Premier League and scored brilliant, worthy of goals in the Premier League. He's got Premier League experience, higher level experience, World Cup experience, and all that. Under 20 experience, under 17 experience with Ghana national team. That's the player you're talking about.
Yeah, that's very true. So sorry, Steve. What I was saying here, Kudus has one of the best profiles out there of any African player. But the thing is, the window for us to have gotten him would have been in 2023 or 2022. We missed that window. And I'm sorry to admit it, Madueke has done, he's been in Holland too, the same way in the same league as Kudus too. Madueke killed that league too. You get what I'm saying? And then he moved over. He killed it, and he did a different position too. He did, I think it was left or right forward. I'm not too sure.
Left, probably. Right, probably. Right, probably.
Yeah, because he was the goal scorer for PSV. He was practically a striker. He's a goal scorer.
Maybe we don't get Kudos. Maybe we don't get Nwaneri. Maybe we end up getting, you know who? We end up getting Rodrigo. Boom, done, finished. He'll be the
what I'm saying is that if Madueke had the same conditions as Kudus in West Ham, Madueke would have been flying, and he would probably left the country and gone Spain or someone else like Lucas Paqueta. Like someone else would have just came in for him, like out there, or a PSG would have got hold of him.
But you know,
it's just that the level. He's like, we need more intelligence. Like, he's got the heart, the profile, he's got everything. But it's just that this is a very young, intelligent team. You need brainy players, and we found the best replacement for Jadon Sancho.
Do you know
Pedro?
I hope you guys are watching the video on the screen. Are you watching the video on the screen? Anyone watching the video on the screen? You see that?
Yeah. Fantastic player. But go on. Sorry, bro.
Just quick, bear in mind, until I think it's March or April, Nwaneri was 17 years old. He's only just turned 18 like 3 months ago,
Okay.
He played 37 games this season, including 26 in the Premier League and 7 in the Champions League. Yeah. In total, in his career, he's played 39 games, 28 Premier League, 4 Carabao Cup, and 7 Champions League, right? I'm trying to find... Okay, this season he started nearly half of his appearance in the Premier League. He started 11 out of 26. He got 4 goals, 2 assists. At 17, going on... Well, 17 and 18, yeah? That's actually quality for his age.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't. You know what? I don't
Like,
know
if he
what
does
Arsenal
that
do with
again
this
next
guy's
season,
contract,
yeah,
man.
he's already approaching, like, what?
Steven, I'm not really worried about the age and where it is, but we go back to the same question you and I have been crying about all the time on this platform. How would I say it? For
Experience, bruv.
no, yeah. How long is it going to take us to bring in these kids? That will take them time to adapt to what we're trying to do. We need experience. We need players that are come in and hit the ground running. Iman here is not ready. We need 2-3 seasons for him to be ready.
You say that, yeah, but how's he starting basically? Well, how's he played in basically every Arsenal Champions League? Well, not every, but over half.
Does Arsenal want to sell him? Does Arsenal want to sell him?
They don't want to. They want to extend him.
No. Arsenal don't want to sell him. Arsenal don't want to sell him.
Extend because of he wants game time and he's not going to get that. That's the issue.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But also, further to that point quickly, yeah, if he wasn't that good, yeah, he wouldn't have played in 7 Champions League games. He wouldn't have played in 26 Premier League games, starting 11 of those Premier League games, by the way, yeah? He wouldn't have been as involved as he is, yeah? The thing is, you can probably get him for not very much, yeah? Genuinely, you could probably get him for not very much because he's got a year left, yeah?
Yeah.
I've just seen your message.
Okay.
But I do have to hop off in a sec, I think. But I'll stay until you get back.
Yeah. Well, I'll be right back. Like a minute.
But yeah, like we can't just write him off. Like when he's played, like what did I say? It was like 36 games this season.
36
games
games
this season.
Yeah.
So he's played 39 in total across. By the time he's turned 18, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So if he goes and bangs another 37 games next season, yeah, you're talking about a player that by the time he's only just turned 19, yeah, would have played over 70 games. Yeah. If he then goes and does another 30
19,
by the time he's 20, he would have hit 100 games.
Yeah. No, listen, bro.
you know
listen,
that's still for the numbers. You know that.
Oh, don't remind me of Phil the Ghost Foden.
But what Phil Foden did for you for City, what he did, it was crazy.
Where's this guy in big games? That's what I'm saying.
That's only recently though. Like when he was being used like regularly,
the last
this guy
2
was
years,
right.
3 years.
You know what though? It's funny we were talking about the reason why I was trying to say it in the earlier on, right? Yeah, and you guys all know on this platform, right? Yeah, Stephen and Makeem in particular, bro. I know you only just come, just generally, right? Used to, but everyone knows I've been saying for a long time we need experience in this team. We need to go and buy experience to help these young players, right? But we know at this moment in time, this ownership is not going to buy experience. This is the problem we've got.
But DJ,
these directors, directors, they're not going to do that. They are not going to do that. Yeah, we had a chance to get Mike Maignan, an experienced goalkeeper. We didn't bother getting him.
We still
a World Cup winner. We may still get him, bro. I hope we do, bro. I really hope we do. Right?
Emi Martinez.
No,
another one. Yeah, listen, I'd rather have Diogo Costa, bro. He fits the whole age bill. He fits the whole age.
He was my number one, but the height does scare me.
Yeah, that's the one thing. And the other goalkeeper I'll look at is this. He's another young one. The one from Lille.
Oh, Chevrolet,
yeah. He's the other one. He's the other one I'd look at as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one thing. This is one thing I've forgotten. We actually had what's it called? The Nottingham Forest keeper, Mateus Sells.
Yeah, I said this all the time. He was at Strasbourg. They sold him to Forest.
Exactly. Imagine we had him.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, the other goalkeeper, I mentioned him to you guys earlier on, I think in the last stream, but we're never going to get him because the wages he's on in Al Hilal. And that's this. No. The guy from Al Hilal.
Oh, Bonner.
Well, yeah, he's another one.
Oh, what a keeper, man.
But we're
Yeah,
never
the
going to be able to
Moroccan
afford his
national
wages.
keeper.
Yeah, we're never going to be
Moroccan.
able to afford his wages, man.
Yeah, you won't.
I
Yeah,
remember- I remember- I
we were
remember
saying
well.
while you were gone,
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
saying that how Nwari is a better option than Kudus,
Yes.
and he's
So
better
just
than
Hebrews.
Madueke too.
I'm joking.
Tua?
'Cause
I'm
you
not
said-
agreeing. I'm just
you said
listening
just
to him. It's like I'm agreeing. It's you
I
know,
know
it's
what
like
you
someone is
actually
speaking.
meant me. I'm on the wind up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I mean, I get what you're saying. If you want to wait, I know he's a good player. We've seen many players like that. We've seen Reece James play so many games for Chelsea. Mason Mount also, as young as he is, he was also playing a lot of games, Champions League games, Premier League games for Chelsea. They can do it. These players can do it. But the problem is that consistency. Is he going to be there for Nathan in 1 year? We haven't seen a whole season of him, and he's so young. Definitely, we cannot argue the fact that we haven't seen a whole lot from this guy. But he is a good player. But can we improve the squad on him, or do we need someone that's more ready to go to add it to the squad?
You would have two different types of right wingers if we have not one area. Yeah, when you have Esteval he's a type of winger, but Nwaneri is more, he drops deeper. Like they're two different types of right wingers. And that kind of option, yeah, I don't think it's something to turn down. Like maybe the left side, we need one more right winger, maybe. But when you have that as a backup, yeah, like they could be going at it.
Yeah.
Like numbers for numbers.
Yeah.
Like that's a good thing.
And interestingly, you were talking about it earlier on. We were talking about Reece James, yeah? Injuries. Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Kudos injury prone as well?
Reece James.
No,
Kudos.
Oh, how is he injury prone? How is he injury prone?
He's asking a question.
No, he's not. Oh, he's not. Yeah, he's not.
Wasn't he
He's
in a
not.
statement? He's asking.
Oh, okay. I thought he said he is injury prone.
He was.
I'm going to look at Kudus's injury
That's
record
what I'm
now.
doing now. I've already
Because I think he was injured. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was injured. I think he's had a bad injury record at Ajax, and I think he's also had one at West Ham since he's come in as well.
From the stuff I can.
But how long?
A bad
Look,
one at West
DJ,
Ham.
if you have the injury, but look at the length at which he was gone. That's the most important thing. You don't want players that are gone for like 6 months or half of the season. If he's gone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that is fine. Or a month, that is fine.
I think he had a long injury at.
Hang on, I'm
Ajax
looking now.
I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think.
But that could be a very bad injury.
I've got it here. So he was out. So it doesn't tell me the specifics. It just gives me a rough range. Less than 2 weeks in March, with the end of March, with a groin, hip, or pelvic injury.
Yeah.
October 2024, he was suspended for over a month because of
the red card.
Alleged that he acted in an improper manner and/or used violent conduct after the offence that he was sent off for. He admitted the charge. He's been given a 2-match suspension, but it says over 4 weeks. So it was November the 6th that happened, and then he was back on December the 2nd. Under 2 weeks in the March 2024 with a knee injury. Over 4 weeks, but that was AFCON, so I don't know why it's included. 2 to 4 weeks with a thigh injury in 2023. Under 2 weeks with illness in November 23, but I know that that's just from the Premier League because it's from a website, Premier Injuries. Then before that, 2022-23, missed 4 games with a hamstring injury, but it was about a month long.
Yeah.
Illness I'm going to ignore.
So it's not injury prone. From what you're saying, it's not.
No, he's not.
Rib
He's
fracture,
not.
he missed 17 games. Ankle injury, missed
I think
fitness.
I think
missed
at
Yeah,
Ajax,
but it's mainly
Ajax
game
missed
play.
17. He's had 2 injuries, which were a rib fracture and meniscus, where he missed 17 games.
So
He's
Ajax, bro.
had, yeah, Ajax. He's
Okay.
had an ankle
Yeah.
injury where he missed 8 games. And then the other ones from the Premier League, which I've mentioned, which all seem to be
Yeah.
a few weeks.
So basically, he has like, a rare bad injury. Like
He's got a spotty record, is what I would probably class it as. Like, he's not.
like
I wouldn't class him as injury prone, but
Yeah.
he's not exactly.
No, I'm
fit
just
time
asking
either.
the question. Yeah, I was only asking. That was all. I wasn't.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
do you know what? Do you know how real it is?
he's not
Yeah,
injury prone. Yeah.
I'm sorry to drop it to you. It's just the gameplay. He just doesn't suit us. He could go to other big teams though. He can get in those teams like
You think he'll
easily,
suit Tottenham? You think he'll suit Tottenham, Mekim?
like a glove.
Or he just improves Tottenham, doesn't he?
That's what I'm
In
saying.
general, bruv.
Because
Just in
it won't
general,
be
mate.
it won't be as challenging and all of that. Like, do you know how bad it is? Like the gameplay has changed so much that even the likes of Greenwood, yeah, would make a bigger difference at Chelsea than Kudus would. Like the whole game has changed.
Not just drop Greenwood's name.
He would though. They
You know what?
they
I'm
ended
gonna
up being in the
refrain from my
Champions League.
comments on him. I'm gonna refrain from my comments
He's
on him.
yeah, but facts are facts.
And
He's
Greenwood.
1 goal away from the top goal scorer of the league.
Don't care.
He's
That
got-
guy shouldn't be playing.
He's going Saudi. I heard, isn't he? Saudi league. I've heard he's going.
Makim, let me tell you. You don't know.
after
Let
what
me
he
let me
was
tell you about
doing,
some. Let me tell you something
yeah.
about Stevie. Maybe you don't know Makim.
I want to quickly jump in.
Yeah.
If he's going Saudi, yeah, all I'm gonna say, yeah, for the stuff that he's alleged to have done, yeah,
Yeah.
although technically we've all seen evidence, it'd be interesting to see how he works out in Saudi.
Oh, that's going to be that is going to be interesting.
Guys, JC, as JC in here. JC's here.
I don't
Big
know,
up,
I've not
JC.
seen anything.
Yeah,
Or do you
JC's
mean
here. He was in before I left. But guys,
Oh, he's here. Oh, I didn't
yeah.
see it.
Oh, is it here?
Sorry,
Big up,
JC. Sorry, JC. Sorry that we've kept you waiting for that long. But guys, we got 2 things that we want to talk about before we are hoping. I'm gonna start one with JC. I know Stevie wants to leave soon, and we're gonna talk about Jamel Musiala's injury, a bad injury during the weekend, and also we will talk about Chelsea to raise 60 million in sales before to be able to register setting for new players that they've already signed. We'll talk about that, but I'm going to start that with JC whilst he's joining. But JC, let us know how your day is going so far.
Yeah, good. All right. So, been busy a little bit. Sorry, I was late a little.
What you been doing? Anything fun over the weekend?
Yeah, day-to-day job stuff.
Yeah.
So a little bit relaxed now. Relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, what's the question? Like, I was thinking about tomorrow's game. Are we having a match review? Oh.
No, we'll do it tomorrow.
That'll be tomorrow, about an hour and a half before kickoff.
Yeah. The reason is because I've studied the algorithm. When you do a video and the video is not in the algorithm, the content is not in the algorithm, YouTube doesn't push it. So if you do it a day, a couple hours before the kickoff, it's already like the worms and the virus and bacteria are already in the system. So then when you add your virus to it, it's easy for them to understand each other. They communicate. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that kind of a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So JC, I know you've read it that Chelsea have to raise 60 million on player sales before they're able to sign the likes of register 4 key players in UEFA upcoming competition. The players are what's his name? Is it Esugus and all the others that they just registered? What do you make of this?
It wouldn't be a Sego.
Delap.
Wait, hang on, no, a Sego would.
Delap. Yeah, Delap. This Brighton player, Joao Pedro, Esugu should be one of them.
Estavo is another one, isn't it?
Estavo, yeah, and then Delap, yeah.
2 clarifications. Is it to fulfill the England requirements or the European requirements?
UEFA for breaching financial fair play or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, that I'm not worried about. Like, they will put another fine, no problem. Pay the fine and forget about it.
No, it's not that we would get fined. if we don't sell 60 million worth of players, we can't register new players. Although, like I said at the start of the stream, I don't think UAE, I'm not sure. Somehow Barca always get away with that crap.
A few players we won't be able to register, but still, like at least we will register.
But we
like,
should be fine though, because the thing is, just quickly to clarify,
second clarification. Sorry.
Put it this way: we're looking at 50 million for Noni Madueke, yeah. And
Yeah,
from my understanding, the report didn't say it had to be profit. So if you sell Noni for 50 and then you sell Petrovic for 25, you're done. Easy.
Yeah, the second question was like also relating to this is it before the Club World Cup prize money or after that?
No idea.
That's a question I was also going to ask. Is it necessary that you have to sell a player to make up that 60 million, or if you can get other means of money coming in from the Club World Cup money, can that replace that money?
No.
Of course, that can replace. My only question is like that can replace. That's without a doubt. I can clarify that. The question is like whether they have accounted 80 million, which we are already like assured of. Like 82 million is what we have already worked.
JC, let me answer this question for you. I know we're talking about this, and you asked who is this Igal. Cole Palmer said Igal got kicked out of the FAB, saying Noni news not
cooked.
true.
He got cooked. He got cooked.
Yeah, he got cooked by FAB, saying Noni Madueke. Igal is one of the I would say top Arsenal content creators out there.
Big up to him, but I can imagine how that must have been. He must have got cooked. Oh my days.
There's nothing better than watching people get cooked online by FAB of all people.
So it's like FAB pick up his question or his whatever comment and they reacted on it. That's funny.
You know, he's the only Arsenal fan that wants Arteta to stay at the football club. Every other Arsenal fan wants him out. That's why. That's why all the other Arsenal fans.
He's the only one online.
No, bro. Compared to the other people that I listen to and I hear.
That's what I'm saying. He's the only one online.
Oh yeah. Oh my days. Yeah, it's true, bro. It's true. Yeah. Sorry. Correct me. Sorry.
So yeah, JC, correct. And I just highlight the guy. I'll show you his face here soon, so you can know his face, what he looks like. I think he's a Canadian, isn't he? He's a Canadian.
When you see.
But let JC go.
Nick.
We're taking the microphone away from JC.
I found the name, and the name is Dembele, Ousmane Dembele. Greenwood has one goal behind Ousmane Dembele.
Which of the Dembeles? Is it the Dembele of PSG?
Ballon d'Or Dembele.
Ballon d'Or Dembele. All right. Nominated. If you say Ballon d'Or, he hasn't won it. Nominated Ballon d'Or Dembele. What a brilliant season this guy is having. But guys, JC's on the microphone. JC, sorry for interrupting you.
That's fine. It's fine. No, just I was wondering about that. 60 million raising is not a problem. I'm not that worried about. Like we have so many players, they can just sell it few and get money. I think Noni will give money. Then there will be other sales as well. I think Disasi is being sought after. Vega is being sought after. There is like a loan plus option to buy for Carney Chukwuemeka. We have so many like close to signing sales. So 60 million will be very fast resolved. Is there any deadline before which we have to do? The club has to do the sales.
I haven't seen a deadline yet.
Yeah, but that is all all these people, they are speculating and all that. Don't worry about that. Even if we win semi-final and final, we add another 40 million to prize money. Did you know that? Just 2 games and add another 40 million. So I think right now.
If anyone's panicking, they're panicking for the wrong reasons.
No, that's a non-issue. Like, Chelsea right now is very cash rich.
It does state in sales, so it must literally be not including Club World Cup money.
Yeah.
Simply need to get into the block. And the profit, we will be in profit.
Yeah.
And if Chelsea reach into final, are we going with this jersey still without a sponsor?
Huh?
Without a sponsor, did you say?
Yeah, without a sponsor.
Oh, mate, I know it's embarrassing, isn't it?
It's not
Really?
embarrassing. I like
It's
it.
not
It's
embarrassing,
embarrassing.
DJ.
Actually,
It's
do you know
not.
what? It might be unpopular. I actually kind of prefer the kit without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually
It
do
looks
as well.
better.
Do you know what? I guess for me, I'm different. I've grown up with always having sponsors on our shirts from.
No, I hear that,
whatever.
but then
You know what?
Nike
mean-
always screw us. So somehow the kits always look better without the sponsor somehow.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's certain sponsors that look better with it, but certain
but
like there's certain sponsors that
Hmm.
look good on the kit. Like for example, like Samsung or Qatar Airways and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was for the sake of Qatar Airways, because if you think about it, guys, right? Yeah, we have been linked with so
Even
many
the Mac look
excellent
good.
I
sponsors.
don't like
The
it.
Mac look good. I like the
Get
Mac.
the Mac back.
I like the Mac. I
personally-
did like the
I
Mac.
personally don't wear
Return of the
t-shirts.
Mac.
If
Yeah.
there is
Return
Yeah,
of the
man.
Mac.
Return of the
I
Mac.
don't
Return of the
wear
Mac.
them. It's like, how to explain, like it's like wearing a t-shirt with still a price sticker on it.
We had a good what's it called? How do I say? We had a good run, like a good win rate with the Mac kit on us.
Bro, we lost one game with the Mac, no?
Yeah, and that was the Newcastle.
I don't
Why?
think there's
Why?
anything wrong with the Mac. What I think is you guys
No, we're
are
not
used to
saying
seeing the
there's an issue with them.
Samsung.
We're not saying that.
No, used to
Mac,
say
I don't
this
mind.
the Mac. I mean, some brand looks so good with the jerseys, and I said it has to do because of him or him. Used to seeing Samsung, Nike all the time, and this one looks a bit weird. Like it's not a top brand out there, like the likes of Under Armour or maybe a Nike or an Adidas or Reebok or what do you call it, and one or something like that. So it looks a little weird, but that's how brands can become popular by you and I seeing it. Oh, okay, we know the Mac, we know what they're up to. I don't know what the hell these people do. You
But
get
you
what I'm
know
saying? I
what
don't know
though,
what they
guys?
do.
I mean, the reason why I'd say go for a sponsor, mate, because whatever people like to, and I'm not listening. I'm not pretending. I do work in finance,
Me-
yeah. But what I say
me-
is, it's good. It is good financially if we had a sponsor on our shirt. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Definitely.
Me, a question regarding this. You have the tweet there. Is again, it's not very clear. It's saying Chelsea must raise north of 60 million, like more than 60 million pounds
In
in
sales.
sales, to
Yeah.
ensure new signings. Now he's not mentioning what does he mean by new signings. The new signings, like if they want to make
Oh, you
more
mean like
signings,
anyone
or-
on top of what we've
or-
got?
or Stephen, let me put some questions, like the signings which are already new right now, like Delap and João Pedro, are they included in or not? That is not very much clear here. And signings can be registered in UEFA competitions. I don't think we have registered anything in UEFA competitions for the new season. And when is the deadline? Like when you have to submit the squad, I think we have to raise the cash before that deadline, then I suppose.
Like the day after deadline day, I think, or a couple days after.
Yeah, so within this window, and then also, like, what do you mean by new signings? New signings, like new signings, or the ones also like we have had right now? And right now, what squad is registered
New.
there? Right now, what is the squad registered here? Do they mean the Conference League squad? That half of that squad is gone, I suppose, or would be gone soon. So it's very like. And
Also,
when it is-
apparently in the article, it states specifically the A list, so it wouldn't be people who are like homegrown under 21s.
like
it would
these
be
are
anyone
like these
on the
time
A-list.
sports and like
I
athletics.
think JC
they make
basically it has to do with these players. He has to do Gettys, Joao Pedro, Estavi Williams, and Leon Delap. Those four players is
See,
what they
me,
basically
I'll
do.
tell you very honestly, these British newspapers, they are filled with old like guard, like the Manchester
Garbage.
United fans and like Liverpool fans, and they will always put some story with a twist and a very subjective kind of a biased view. And when you start to tear it about all the statement and dig into it, like it is a non kind of a statement. I mean, there is no registered player right now.
Mm.
What do you mean by new players when there are no old players registered at all? Because the no teams have been submitted. And if they mean like we have to show, like cover our loss of 60 million by the end of the transfer window, the financial year has finished and the new one has started. So this is very and these aggregators also like who pick up these lines, they are also not very smart. Sometimes they pick up like so stupid things and they just reshare it, not knowing what they are doing themselves. So they are just giving like more kind of a noise to a nonsensical statement. So
Thank you
I
very
don't
much.
take it seriously.
Go ahead. Thank you very much, JC. How do I pronounce this brother's name? Should I go by Siphon or what? Should I eliminate, make it the P silent and go Siphon? All right, I'm trying hard. Apologize, brother, if I didn't say your name right. It says it's not crucial. Chelsea simply need to get back to the black. The CWC, the Club World Cup competition, has gone a long way to solve that issue. I'm sure it has to do with money, right?
It's not related to that. Chelsea are fine on that aspect of it. This is specifically, we have to sell players to register new players is the simplest way I could put it.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the UEFA
right
rules.
Now, there are no players registered for any UEFA competition.
Chelsea.
No, that's why I said we have to sell to register. Yeah. Like Barca have issues, yeah, they somehow always get around it, yeah? That's basically the issue that's been put on us now.
No. Let me clarify this. You are wrong here. Let me clarify the truth. Barca is not the same situation. In Spanish league, anyone in your squad, you have to register their salary and their cost of operation. So whenever the moment you buy a player, you can buy 1,000 players, but you maintain a running list of your squad and their salaries. There is a salary cap. If your budget is like your salaries can only be up to a certain amount of your revenue, and if it exceeds that, you cannot give higher salary to any player. You can sell some player, or you can add 1,000 players if they are not receiving any salary. That cap comes because you register a player and then you say this is his salary, and then the quota Barcelona has, it will be deducted from that. So now Barcelona, for example, had a 1 million euros of salaries budget, which was registered according to the amount, according to their sales revenue in the Spanish league. They buy a new player and they say he's going to receive a salary of 100k per week. So they'll say, okay, 400,000 per month or something, and like it's 1 million minus 400,000. You can buy more players and give them salaries up to 600,000. That's how Spanish league works. European league does not work like that. It's not the same situation. We do not have any registrations for any Champions League competition right now. So this statement is very vague.
No, that's not what I'm not saying. I'm saying in a sense that they have to sell to register, in a sense, is what we keep hearing about them. That's what I'm saying.
So, I mean, so we cannot register any player? Then it should be, if we are operating in a loss, then there is an inquiry, and then we are not allowed to enter the competition.
Put it this way, yeah. It's funny how certain teams get around it.
Let me now explain how it works. If we are in breach of law, we cannot enter the competition, then we cannot register anybody. But if we are not in breach of law, then we can register the squad, provided some rules and regulations of the squad are maintained, like the homegrown and the ages brackets and that kind of thing. Now, I do not know, and I have not seen anything relating to that requirements of financial fair play. Yes, there can be financial fair play rules, like if the club is in breach of those rules, then you are not allowed to enter the competition. There is an inquiry, and you are either suspended or fined, which we got for the last year, for the next year. So this statement factually is wrong. We are not allowed to register new players. Brother, we have not registered any players. Nobody has registered players in UEFA. So how can you? And if we are not allowed to register, we are not allowed to register even one player. This is all nonsensical. Some Arsenal or some fan is trying to make a news out of no news, and they try to make this kind of a agenda. And then
to be fair, I'm surprised that it isn't our favorite friend called Martin Ziegler. To be honest with you, I'm surprised it ain't him.
But there are thousands in UK, and mostly
it's a financial space. It's a financial space.
No, Ziegler has, bro.
Nobody else gives a shit about these things.
It wasn't Ziegler that said this, is what I'm saying, though.
Oh, this one. Oh, he goes and mate, this guy's.
Don't get me started on Ziegler because I'll rant about him all day.
I listen to K. Maguire, whatever his name is.
I don't like him either. He's a prick.
Another
Who,
guy.
who do you like then? Who do you like?
No. Kieran Maguire was fine, yeah, and then he started being a bit of a prick as well. He goes, "Oh, my granddaughter, whatever, done the painting. I'm gonna sell it to myself for this amount. If it's okay for Bowley, it's okay for me. So he can do one as well."
And who's the other one? Who's the other one that comes on?
Funny is that as soon as Aston Villa sell their women's team to themselves, silence, crickets.
Yeah.
Chelsea do it, uproar.
And who's the one who comes on talks? Who's the one who comes on Talk Sport? Is it Stephen Boston? Is it or Boston? Whatever his name is.
Yeah, Stephen Boston. Yeah,
the ex-Manchester City
He's also
guy.
a very good guy. Yeah,
he used to work for Manchester City, didn't he? The accountant or something.
Mm-hmm.
He is not a good guy. He's very, how to say? He paints things like an artist. Like he changes rules and regulations, even the accountancy principles as an artist.
Do you know what, JC? Simon Jordan shuts him up, though. Do you know that? Proper shuts him up. I have to give him that much.
Someone has to.
Yeah. And he's not very fair. See, there are bookkeeping principles which are followed in Europe and UK, and there is another set in USA. Primarily, they are very similar. A few things differ, like how do you amortize, like the first in first out, or how do you maintain inventories and things like that. But none of those rules, principles say like you are not supposed to amortize your assets and investments. They say you can do that. You cannot change those principles every month or something like that. You have a standard and then you maintain that standard. And this guy came when Chelsea were buying all these and putting on long contracts with amortization and all. He was saying loophole, it's illegal. And then I in Talk Sport, they used to have chats at that time, and I started spamming in the chat like, can you please tell me, like, according to, I think it is IBF or something, or FS something, like they are two different names. I forgot, like two standards, like the US and the Europe. And then I started spamming him like, can you tell me which standard says that you cannot amortize? Both say you can do that, and can you please specifically tell which law has been broken? And I started spamming, and you could see on the YouTube like he's becoming red, and then there was a break, and then he didn't come back. And this Simon Jordan, Simon was there, he was saying, yeah, like, okay, but people need to understand, like, he has a CV, he has worked for this, and he knows what he's talking about. He's not speaking nonsense. Come on, guy. That was his first appearance, and he ran away when he was like starting, like, this is illegal, this is that. And I just started spamming like, brother, there are these accountancy standards and these are these accountancy standards, and according to both of them, what Chelsea is doing is legal. Can you please tell me what law has been broken, or are you going to teach me these standards now? He was simply avoiding, and then there was a break and he didn't come back. And then Simon was saying is like heat from the too much heat for, it was too much heat for him to handle. That brother speaks so much nonsense. After that, he has been coming again and again with a gap, but he's now very much careful. Like he knows, like, people are not totally nonsense. He cannot speak total nonsense as well, so he has to be a little bit careful. But he always paints things according to like his agendas.
Do you know what is funny though? It's funny to me that people call it a loophole, yeah? It's not. If there's nothing legally there that says you can't do it, it's not a loophole.
Stephen, every company has to amortize their assets.
Yeah, no,
I mean, you can break it like in 1 year. You can write off the whole cost in 1 year. You can write off the whole cost in 1 year, but like then you have to do everything for everything like that. You have to maintain like when this new ownership came, they came up with their set of rules, like how they will operate, and then they said like, okay, these are the.
No, JC, I cannot be like. Is everyone calls it a loophole? Is that not false? Because in my mind,
it's not a loophole. That's another painted word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because there's nothing there that says you can't do it, and you found another way around it. There's nothing explicitly stopping you doing it.
Any company, any operating concern, any running concern who has assets or who purchases assets starts to amortize them and put them into cost. Like if you are an airline and you purchase an aeroplane for say 100 million, do you think you will put the cost of the plane, acquiring the plane on the very first year, and then for over the next 30 years you will be taking in the revenue while it is operating? No, it's not like that.
If I put it this way,
Right.
It's like
if you
amortized
ask
for
certain
30
people,
years.
yes.
If a company purchases a computer to operate, like the computer is amortized for like 4 or 5 years, like usual life cycle of a computer. So
All right.
so it's like players normally can be amortized to 10 years, like their career cycle is around 10 years. That's normal. What is loophole in that? There is nothing loophole in that. They were just like,
Plus, also
sometimes these
technically,
guys.
you don't make the rules in the sense that, well, all I do is I give the contract. I'm not the one that technically does the account inside of it. If the account inside says that, for example, amortization, yeah, it used to be for UEFA, it was across 5 years and it was limited, yeah. That's why it didn't work with UEFA.
The
But
problem
with the
is,
Premier League, there wasn't that, so it's not.
the problem starts. The problem starts from there. Like the administration, the UEFA and the FIFA. Most of them are ex-players, and most of them are pretty damn duffers. They have not done proper education.
What?
They don't know like the theoretical part of education. Like most of them don't have that, and that is why you will hear these kind of things. Oh, this is a loophole. This is a loophole. Then they will break. They will put a rule like banning this. Then they will realize, oh, this is bad for us because Chelsea has already done that. Yeah, because duffers, you didn't know what you were doing, and you still do not know what you are doing. You just are emotionally like so biased towards one thing, like you wanted to stop it, and now you actually didn't stop Chelsea. Chelsea has done their business. You stop yourself because you idiots, you are administrating
They
the
screw
UEFA or
themselves.
FIFA
That's
or
what happens.
English Premier League, but you don't have the brains and the education to take an educated decision. And
JC,
that is
what-
same will happen
Lee,
with the
remember I
FIFA
was
as well,
explaining this
because
as well.
these are all ex-footballers who have never gone through the university.
Neve, remember when I was explaining this as well, and I said the exact same thing. I said they messed up with the amortization thing in like the Premier League clubs by like then stopping it being possible, yeah? So that's why when it came to the hotels one, the first time round they rejected that. And then this time round, there was so much opposition to the thing about selling to like third party and stuff, basically selling to yourself essentially, yeah? There was so much opposition that it couldn't even get to a vote because they knew it wouldn't pass, because now others want to exploit it. About a week and a half, 2 weeks later, Aston Villa are selling the women's team to themselves.
Stephen, very funny thing, but maybe I will sound very rude, but I don't want to sound rude. I want to sound it in a humorous manner. But FIFA and UEFA and all these leagues are run by people who come to those administrative and like management posts after like heading balls for 20 years. Like whatever is left in their brain is already kishmish, So what do you expect them to be doing? Intelligent decision making? Of course not. You will see a lot of Rolexes being passed around, the World Cup being granted to either America or to Saudi, and then a lot of gifts changing hands. These are all idiots. This is not highly ethically run organizations. I can tell you that nothing has changed. That's my assumption. I can be wrong, but from what I see from outside, I don't think much has changed.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Go ahead, Steven. I want us to
brain damage from like even in training, the amount of headers you do repetitively every day, headerable, that does damage. Like let's not kid ourselves.
But let me put a disclaimer. This is not like I'm giving out a news or something, or my. It is some opinion, speculative opinion I'm making. I can be wrong, but I have a right for my own opinion, and this is my opinion. That's it. And so it's not like I'm quoting some factual statements or something like that. So
JC, I'm just saying, think about it, right?
JC, you're right. Your right ends where my right starts. So.
Me. But my thing is, I don't entirely disagree with what you're saying. In fact, I don't disagree with what you're saying. My thing is that when you think about it, right, I don't think you're very far off, because even in general, outside of whatever job they go on to do, right?
Yeah.
The amount of dumb decisions that people make, or like, obviously this doesn't happen in the business side of thing, what I'm about to say, but like the amount of former footballers, for example, that I'm not saying they don't just have it as a characteristic, but the amount of them that have been done for stuff like violence against people, right? If you have repeated concussions, if I'm not mistaken, repeated concussions, yeah, can cause that stuff because CTE, right? I'm not saying it on the business side, I'm speaking generally speaking, right? From the amount of times you take hits to the head, things do change in your brain and how you think and how you process things and all these sort of things. So I don't think you're a million miles away with what you're saying in the sense of the business side either. I'm just saying on the general side.
Joking. That was a joke. That was a joke.
No, but also it is
no
also
medical
an element of truth to it.
Research to prove that this is a bad for your health or like brain or something like that. Heading the ball. Although, like I know, like in some countries, they don't recommend like children to be heading the ball.
If I remember rightly, there was research and even restricted the number of times you can do it as an adult in training because of people are doing it so much and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. Didn't who was it that done it? One of the former players, I think it was Shearer, did a whole documentary on like the research of it, if I remember rightly. Like he did a whole documentary about like brain injuries and stuff like that. And like he had his brain tested as well and stuff like that. I seem to remember one of the former players did like a whole documentary on it. I can't remember specifically who. I think it was Shearer. I could be wrong.
What I meant to say was a little bit like the main decision makers in these organizations are ex-footballers. And I would prefer them to be more like university educated people.
Gentlemen, it's been a while. It's been 2 hours 16 minutes of live streaming. I mean, where I always say wherever we start and everything has an end, we should be back again same time tomorrow. I'm just gonna let you guys go take care of other business, but I'm gonna start with JC. JC, yes sir.
Slightly later because kickoff's 8 p.m.
Kickoff? What do you mean kickoff 8 p.m.?
Kickoff tomorrow for the game's 8 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m. So
if we do 6:30 UK, so an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
Actually, about an hour and a half. Then the lineup will come out as we go live, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. I don't intend to do a watch along. Depend on how the algorithm pick up my video.
Put it this way, we never intend to do it. It always ends up.
It happened the other day. That actually was a good watch along, man.
It did. It got 6K. It got 6K and a lot of subscribers from that watch along. So we never intend to do a watch along, but it depends on how the algorithm pick up the content, and when it does it, then we stay over and then discuss again whilst we're watching.
Advantage of what's given to you.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. Absolutely. It's just that I put some homework into it in terms of what I put into the video. If it clicks, it clicks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So when the turn up is not that great, I'll call it today. But when the turn up is great, like I say, I never plan for a watch along. But when the turn up is good, yeah, we take it like that. But let me hear from JC. Yeah. JC, what is the news that really caught your mind today? If there is any other thing that we've discussed that you want to touch bases on before we end the stream? I'll start from JC.
Special, just I hope like we get kudos as soon as possible.
Oh goodness, man, JC, man, you're my brother, man. You want kudos, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
JC, you're my brother. I thought Steven was my brother, but I guess no, not you, not JC, not DJ either. You're my brother, okay?
Straight away level razor. But the thing is, like, he is playing more on the right wing, and then where do we put? Where is that? We have too many players on the right.
JC, he can play on the left if you put him there.
Not that good. It's better on the right side.
But that's what we see him. But we've not seen him on the left.
Our team is so much right side heavy. On the left, we only have Gittins.
On the left hand side, yeah, the right side is heavy. We can put him on the right hand side.
Neto can play on the left as well.
Yeah, Neto can play both. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to score all the time. He can create, get in there, make that pass to score. He can find himself in a very good scoring position.
Yeah, Tyreek George can play on that left side as well, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, is Tyreek George still in the picture? Is he in the picture?
I'll loan him out.
Nah,
Jesus
he's
Christ.
probably going to be loaned out. He's probably going to be loaned out.
Gone too soon, isn't it? Gone too soon. Big up to you, Cole Palmer. Big up to you, Diamond, in the studio.
You make it sound like he was. You make
No,
it sound
he's
like
not dead. He's not dead. But at least no one talks about Tyreek George anymore. Oh my goodness, Chelsea. Why? Every season, 7 to 88 players.
Yeah.
What? What's this for? Oh, right.
We have something like 85 players. We purchased 85
Yeah,
players.
the ones that we don't need, will all be shifted off, will all be sold on in Saudi Arabia, man. They'll go to Saudi.
Yeah.
But we have
Oh, Lord.
like 30, 40.
And by the way, can I add Jackson to that list, by the way? Because after listening to the press conference today and what Carvey Soha has just come out and said as well on Sky,
I'll tell you one thing.
He very much looks like basically he's heard what I don't know if you guys had a chance to listen. I didn't obviously listen to Maresca's press conference, right? Yeah,
no, because we were live. It started at half.
Yeah, exactly. Basically,
guys, I had some good takes from his press conference. From what I look at it, the players in US right now with Maresca, like 25 or so, that is our core team. That is our core team.
What did he say about?
Very happy with it, and he including Nkunku, he's happy with
Jackson. What do you say about Jackson, bro?
Jackson as well. Yes, he's very happy with him, and he has been on record saying that. And today somebody even asked, like, would you like to have some more experience like Thiago Silva, which can sometimes help in the team? And his answer was no. I'm very happy with the team I have. I don't need any more like experience like that. And I totally get it, because right now the team is having leaders and they are starting to have their own synergies and all. I saw that when there were some tackles flying on Estevao. It was a welcoming party for him, like welcoming tackles.
Someone said that. I think it was Nazar. He said that is kicking Estevao is his welcome to Chelsea.
Exactly. So I think when you already have this thing building up in that squad of 25 and Maresca is keeping it protective and far away from the rest of the crowd, if you are going to put in some like I don't know, 30, 40 years old player there who will come to teach these boys like how they should behave. I'm sorry, these boys have already won one tournament and they are in the semi-final of a Club World Cup. They are not supposed to listen to anybody right now. They have shown, they have proven that they belong. And now they are on their own progress and they are gaining experience. Don't spoil it by throwing in somebody from outside now. I don't want any more experience. And that was the answer I get when Maresca says, he was asked very clearly, I think Ben Jacobs asked him, like, would you have preferred to have somebody right now in this stage of the tournament, somebody like your opponents has Thiago Silva? And he was very blunt straight away. No. We have what we need. I don't want anybody like that, he said.
Thank you very much, JC. Cole Palmer said, do you think that we're working behind the scenes for Rodrigo? I have a feeling it might happen. Rodrigo put him on the left hand side. I don't know, maybe. Cole Palmer said we are not in for Kudus until we sell a player. I think not just that, we got to sell more players, at least some few players. We got to sell them. Cole Palmer said we are not far. Okay, we're not in for Kudus, not far for Kudus. While Cole Palmer, okay, Diamond said he's a big fan of. It's a big fan sign. I'm a big fan. Sign me. Okay, sign my shirt. Okay. Oh, okay. He's talking to. Okay, he thought it's real Cole Palmer. Diamond said not real Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer won't be here. Cole Palmer won't be here concentrating on tomorrow's game. Heck no, he won't be here because he knows we waffle a lot over here. He won't be here. Okay.
No waffle from 5 on the panel today.
What was that, Steven?
There's no waffle from the 5 on the panel right now. That's what I'm saying. These
Okay.
5 people don't waffle. Nor does Skylar, who was on here earlier, for anyone that missed that.
Yeah. Unless Dan jumps in, and then you're gonna hear a lot of waffles here.
Those words didn't come out of my mouth. That's me.
Dan.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad he ain't here to hear that, bro. I'm joking. Big up
He
to
would
Dan.
jump on
Man.
right
He's my brother, man. Big up to Dan. Big up to him.
The Damo, not real Cole Palmer. Okay, one more from Cole Palmer here. It says Noni can go. He makes he says what? He can go. He's a snake anyway. I don't want him anymore.
Cole Palmer, big up Cole
anymore.
Palmer.
He's snake.
He's shit. Okay, he's shit. I use this word. These words. Okay. All right, people. We're about hop up. We call it a day. JC, DJ Sav. Today, I'm not gonna let anyone do much of signing in and signing up, but let Steven alone go for just 3 seconds. Steven, what's the update for tomorrow? Just the update for tomorrow. I want you guys to go get a rest.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, and it's roughly what we normally do anyway, is go live about an hour and a half before kickoff, so that'd be 6:30 UK time. That's an hour and a half later than what we started today. So for me, that would be 1:30 in the afternoon, if my maths is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, you're Eastern time, right, Nee?
Yeah, Eastern time. But before let me add this to it. There will be a transfer news early in the morning before the main Club World Cup preview in the evening. So I will be here. I was really knocked off today, man. I had Steven and Joseph calling me, and I was gone because I stayed up for way too long. I just literally went to bed this morning. I've had like 3 hours sleep. So definitely there will be a live stream early in the morning regarding transfer. Then in the evening we'll be back with the normal preview of our game against what's the game again? Fluminense. We won't see DJ in the morning, but definitely we'll see DJ in the evening.
For the
100%.
record, the plan is to do a preview and finish a few minutes before kickoff. However, we say this, but 9 out of 10 times it turns into a watch along.
I'm actually doing a watch along on my channel for that, so I will say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, last time's watch along was good. It was good last time's watch along, man. It was good.
Yeah.
We had some fun, didn't we? It was good.
We don't like Steven said, we never plan on it, but when it spikes up in the algorithm, we just let it go. If it turn up, it's kind of low, but I'll make sure I'll do my homework well. I do my homework well to make sure I get a stream where it's supposed to be, and I'll keep doing it. I'll make sure it gets the right titles and the right information to spark it in the algorithm. So I'll try and follow suit. So guys, I want to say thank you very much, everyone that I've made today's stream. JC. Enjoy the rest of the evening. What are you guys going on, JC?
Yeah, thank you. I just want to take a walk now, and
okay,
outside, through the forest. That's it.
To the forest?
Yeah, I have forest behind my house.
Don't you have bears over there?
No. It's like in the city.
Oh, here, hey man, here in America, here. If it's in Michigan, the bears are just everywhere. Don't be surprised. You can just have them come to your backyard, and they're very smart. They only knows how to open car doors, and they'll be inside tearing your seats and everything. So you get to lock it all the time. They are everywhere, behind my house, everywhere. Either you're gonna see coyotes or fox or birds. The deers, they're our friend. The deers are our friend. They come to my yard. Some comes in, I give them corn, and we got everyone because of that. So everyone had deer food because
we do have deers, but not that many.
We have many.
No, more like, would it be more like snakes in the forest, right?
No, not for us. Not for us. Not for me here. Not for me here.
It's not poisonous. It's like in Scandinavia.
All right.
Is it garden snake? Are they garden snakes?
Yeah, they are not poisonous.
Hey, listen, you know, whenever I go back to Goa, and I think Jay-Z knows where Goa is. You go into the woods and you go for a walk down there. You get all king cobras and cobras in there.
Heck no! Stay away from that king cobra. They are the venomals are very, very high.
But you know what though, Jay? One thing about a king cobra, it won't attack you unnecessarily because it doesn't want to waste its venom on you. It's more like it wants to go and eat other snakes. So rather waste its venom on another snake to eat it. But it won't come unless you corner one. That's the only time you ever get into. Otherwise, you can just walk straight past it. It'll do nothing to you.
I'd rather not risk my life. Thank you very much.
I'll never stay away from snakes at all. Lucky for me here in Michigan, because of the cold weather, we can't have snakes here. They don't survive. Once in a while, we see garden snakes, but their venom is very, very small. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't do much. I've caught
never go to Australia. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I won't go. I won't go to that place. But when you see wild snake, go to Florida.
Bro. You
Florida.
You don't want to come across a taipan, bro, in Australia, yeah?
A python?
A taipan. A taipan, mate.
What's a taipan?
Taipan, you get bitten by one of those, yeah. That's one of the biggest one of the most venomous snakes in the world that you get. I don't know if there's actually a cure for venom bite from that one, by the way. And once you're bitten by that, yeah, I think you're gone. Yeah, basically.
Damn. But yeah, one of the bigger ones, the biggest snakes come to Florida. The reason why they have a lot of snakes in Florida used to be a reserve back in the days, and due to pythons, they're very huge. Yeah, pythons, crocodiles, alligators, they're very common. Those animals were in the reserve. So when there was a thunderstorm or something, there was a tornado or something, so the resource, everything break down, and they all flee into the bush, and that's how they have so many alligators and crocodiles, and they can't get rid of them. There are too many of them, and our law over here, cruel. You can't be cruel to animals.
I was going to ask Yusuf, in Romania, they've got the viper, haven't they?
Huh?
No. Yeah.
Isn't that right? The viper, bro, isn't it?
Yeah, they do.
When I was in Romania last time, we saw one of those, mate, actually swimming on the beach, actually going around, would you believe in that? In all areas, in a beach area.
Yeah.
All areas to be on the things.
Palmer said, please, Lord, I hope we are not going for Garnacho. I'm sure Stamford Bridge will melt down if that happened. The fans will make a trip to Stamford Bridge and said, this is not happening. This is not happening.
Yeah, because
we'll probably organize another protest if we get him.
I mean, it's
I'm very sure.
Who's that?
Directors listen to Chelsea fans.
Who's that?
Garnacho.
Protest we get. Oh no, please, man, no way.
Garnacho.
Fraudulent nachos.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's get it going. Yusuf, thank you very much for coming on. Yusuf Blue, guys, don't forget Yusuf Blue. Stephen G, also don't forget Stephen G. Stephen Costi on. You can find him on Stephen C on what do you call it? Come on, give me the name. Come on, give me the name.
Twitter. All right.
On Twitter, yeah. Yusuf Blue is right there. It's in the comment section below. So, guys, don't forget, if you're watching us here, Yusuf the man up there in the white shirt with our beautiful glasses over there. Yeah, you can look him up. He does a lot of fun cams and vlogs. You're going to see more of his content when the season starts. Yeah, a lot of those contents will be coming in. And, and show some love. I've subscribed. Stephen have, DJ have. I'm not sure if JC have, but JC will do that later when he's get a chance. So, guys, I would say Leo Desperados.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Hang on to hope. See you guys same time tomorrow.
And up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, stand tall.